Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. It look bright. Come on in. Make sure y'all like the video when y'all come in. I appreciate you. For energy exchange amendo. It's late 30. I stopped by real quick to let y'all know because in the indie reads that I just did for the foyer, right? What was coming up in different positions because everybody going through something different in a different way, running different plays. And the main thing that kept coming up was surrender your defensiveness. I think that's the name of it. Surrender defensiveness in the surrender deck. All right. So your emotions are a valuable resource, right? And many of you have done a lot of research and learned so much when y'all went down different rabbit holes and all these things, right? Y'all learned a lot about defensiveness, emotions, emotional manipulation, doing shadow work, which has a lot to do with self-development, self-awareness, self-discipline, self-mastery, self-love, the selves, right? So what you learn is um, the importance of emotional intelligence, right? The importance of being the master of your emotions. So I hop on here real quick to talk about real quick, like whatever it is that is going on outside, whatever it is that you find yourself caught up in your work situations, in your relationships, partnerships, just overall, because anything could possibly pop off, and we are all one decision away from something huge popping off from one wrong decision, right? So you want to be very mindful of that when it comes to mastering your emotions. Not only that, you want to check yourself on a regular basis as well to make sure that you are not trauma bonding with people. Because I think one of the people in the reads, one of the reads zodiac signs had that they were in a situation with a group of people, or possibly a relationship and a third party relationship with people who were really emotionally unavailable. So when people are emotionally unavailable, they tend to be the types of people who want to win at all costs. They don't have the compassion to see things in a different way, do things in a different type of way, and even worry about the plays that they run and how they affect other people. So it's very important to remember that. All right. That's the other thing. What was something else that came up? Um, what else came up? Let me think. What else came up? There was something as well about low self-esteem, which can also make it easy for you to fall for emotional manipulation. Be mindful of talking to or listening to people who feed off of emotion, right? Because oftentimes, if somebody feeds off of your emotion, they need for you to be a part of something. They need that energy to validate them most times, right? That's when we go into when people look for something outside themselves to say who they are, right? So there's a lot of that is taking place in this world as well. I just need for y'all to be on y'all self-development tour, okay? Be in a space where you are mindful, present, and aware of what is going on, what emotions are yours, what are not, right? Know where you begin and end and where other people begin so that you won't be easily infiltrated, as well as courting with the wrong people, okay? It's very important, especially, hey, Didi, it's very important to remember this, right? We learn as we go, we learn and we grow, right? We grow and glow up, okay? So please keep that in mind. That also goes into, I do understand that a lot of people are talking about how Valentine's Day is the day of some type of, the whole to do with the things that went on. But the collective energy of it, right? Whether you're in a relationship or not, you still feel that frequency. So, what you want to not happen is to be caught up in toxic situations, toxic conversations, toxic thoughts, toxic doings, or whatever it is that would keep you in a space of a lower vibratory realm, right? It's not what you do, it's how you do. What are your intentions and what it is that you are doing? Is it to serve the greater good? Because we do realize that things that go on in this world are bigger than us. The part that we play is only a small grain of sand, right? In a over the land. Okay. So I stopped by real quick to say that you want to be responsible and accountable for how you out here moving and grooving. I was explaining to one of the signs. I can't remember which one because it was a lot going on. The captions are long. That's what I was looking at, the captions. Um, it's important that what they say, fool me once, that's what it was. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Fool me three times, well, if you fool me once, you ain't gonna be able to fool me again. I still didn't look up who said that, but I think it was one of the Bushes. I can't remember, but somebody used it. I think Slim Thug or somebody used it on the beginning of he turned 8 today. Yes. He turned 8 on an 8-year. Shut the front door and go out the bag, Didi. Happy birthday to him. Shut the front door and go out the bag. But yeah, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Because you're supposed to learn as you go, right? Like sometimes people get caught up in long-term situations, right? That was George W. Body language. Fool me. Well, if you fool me twice, you ain't gonna be able to fool me again. It's funny. But oftentimes, we forget to hold ourselves accountable. If you've been in a situation, a cycle with somebody for 6, 7 years, 20 years, 30 years, whatever it is, right? Eventually you just became a part of your own problem because in the initial stages, maybe they were manipulative, maybe they were emotionally abusive and all those things. You got plenty of information and chances, and it probably came in different signs and symbols throughout the duration of that first part of the connection with the person, whether family friend, relationship, whatever it is. And so you got the information that you needed. You made a conscious decision to put the blinders on, not see stuff for what it is. You made a conscious decision to continue to try to see if you can fix or work, or they gonna wake up eventually. You ain't seeing no signs of them waking up. You don't see no signs of them change. You don't see no signs of them even acknowledging how they play in you, because they're not gonna do that. They're not gonna do that. They're a coward. Go look at what I said about cowards on my blog. I think it was Sunday or Monday, because I really be wanting to blog every day. Not gonna lie to you, but I'm not trying to have y'all emails blowed up like that. Because one wrong, I know how y'all operate over here. Y'all be in y'all feelings, and plenty of y'all done came back and told me. I had to get away for a while because you low key pissed me off. Then come back like I'm over it now. I understand where you coming from. It's fine. Come on back, right? But you really have to hold yourself responsible where need be. Hold yourself accountable, because sometimes you are asking the poison, why are you pausing? You are asking the ailment, why are you making me sick? You're asking the illness, why is it that you are doing me like this? You really think bad building friends, which comes in all types of forms and all those types of things, of course, yes. You really think bad building friends gonna tell you why they doing something? Do you really think so? That defeats their purpose. You got to remember, the purpose of bad building friends is to get you to step off your square, get you not to live in your purpose, get you not to evolve in love, joy, happiness, bliss, prosperity, health, wealth. That's bad building friends' objective. The moment that you wake up, you're going to have to get up. The moment that you see things and people for who they are, you're going to have to make peace with that. One of the reads had it where someone was so going back and forth with themselves so much about their connection to a group of people or uh, a person. They were going back and forth with themselves so much that they were going into denial which I think under the surrender of denial, there was something about um if they take the necessary steps, right? Because oftentimes when I do indie reads, people be like, I already went through that. Or they try to be like, yeah, this happened, let it play out. Because if the information is, this is what I've learned over the years, this is what that is. When the information is coming out, that's why oftentimes people go back and listen to the other reads over and over again, especially reads where they are still working through stuff. It's like the shamanic journey. You don't just up and just, okay, I'm gonna go and take a class for a year and then I call myself a shaman. That ain't how this works, baby. It doesn't work like that when you are stepping even more fully into your purpose and why you are here. That's why oftentimes when you get to the end of the line, get to the end of the rope, how will you look back at the things that you have done? How will you look back at how you have made it as far as you have? You either gonna be bitter, angry, resentful, or you're gonna be filled with so much love. Have you ever seen them? Get to the end of the rope, the end of the line, and begin to look back and reflect on your life and just be like, you know what? I had a good go though. I did, I utilized all the capabilities, all the information that I had. I was my best me, as best as I could be with whatever it is that was going on in my life. But if you get to the end of the road, because some of y'all can be at y'all ropes end right now, like, you know what, you got to be fed up. That's why everybody rock bottom is different. You never know, you can't determine what a rock bottom is for another person, right? If you go to any drug rehabs or anything like that, they'll tell you that, some people, rock bottom to them was having they had to OD 4-5 times before they really made a decision to go ahead and just say, this gonna be it. This the end of the line. You cross over and see a lot going on the other side over there 3-4 times. And the mind of and it's nothing against them, because a lot of them do come out of this, because I do understand how either a generational pattern brought them into that a bad space of some type of addiction that can literally take them out, took out other people before them, right? And maybe they were meant to break the cycle, break the pattern, right? So they go through that. And see, the mind of an addict that is really just, they done tried a whole lot, did a whole lot. Sometimes when they done tried a lot and did a lot, and they just keep searching for something more, search for something more, right? The big thing, the next, let me find that feeling, right? What is the next feeling? How can I just, escape? It's escapism. So some of them will tell you that, because you'll see it. I've seen it where somebody can almost roll up out of here in front of another addict, and the addict will be like, where did they get that shit from? Yeah. And I know that some of you may be like, oh, that sounds dumb. That's just ignorant. Well, you can say that it's ignorant. When you know better, you do better. That's what they say. Sometimes you know better and choose not to do better. You see, we have choices. We are free will individuals. We have choices on a regular basis, a daily basis. Ain't no telling what might happen. That's why we keep our foot on a pivot. So they go through all that, and then they realize, they finally wake up after their third or fourth overdose, and they realize that I can't do this no more. The taste for whatever it is wiped out of their mouth once they are in agreement with what is meant to be. Because if you live to see another day, something, you were meant to do something. You're meant to see something. You're meant to go somewhere with this. You were not meant to waste yourself away like that. That's why some people don't check out. Their mission has not been completed. It's something greater that they are being brought to the forefront to help us with out here. Because I do see everybody as a part of growth, good, bad, or indifferent. They are a part of our growth. So they decide, after that's they rock bottom. You got people who rock bottom is they been in the streets so long, that's all that they know. And they rock bottom is that one last time that somebody almost strangled them up out of here. That one last time somebody almost tried, the person pum, and they made it out that hotel room and vowed to never go through that again, never be put in that same type of situation. That was their rock bottom. Out of everything else that they went through in their life, they decided that was their rock bottom. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got a rock bottom. Everybody got something where it's just enough is enough. I'm tired. I'm done. This is not going nowhere. They get to looking back on their life, 5, 10 years. right? Everybody got a rock bottom. Hey, Master Sunray. You watched this, Master Sunray? So you read the blog. Okay. Exactly. Chasing a feeling. And when you get all of the good feelings within you, because I was just in one of them reads, I was reminded that I can't take me no sip no more. And I was like, and I went back right there for a second. I was like, because I was like, Mom, I don't know what y'all chasing, but shit, I ain't chase. I don't even chase my liquor. And I was like, bitch, you ain't drink no more. Sure was nice. I might have a social something, but y'all, if y'all been on this channel a while, y'all know I used to like me a little something, get on here and act up, okay? Have a little fun. I remember one time one of my family members said, "You a lush," because I just be loving up on everybody I get to drinking or whatever. Because I went from being argumentative, releasing a lot of anger, to just loving up on everybody when I get to drinking and prophesying over everybody, right? But profit certainly was a good to do. Master Sunray don't watch it. That was a good to do. And what's so interesting is they could have went so many other places with that, but I understand, where they went with it. But that was such a good to do because I think that it needs more views. They probably should have put it on Netflix or something. Don't say that name because oh child. And he was saying that name like he was speaking in tongues and he was really calling on that thing. Your family member mad at me? Child, somebody always mad at me. I have made peace with knowing that somebody somewhere is going to always be upset with me. That's why I teach the things that I teach from a balanced perspective. Because, when you done went up and through there, Master Sunray, that be the afflictions that you call on. What you mean, Master Sunray? What song has went? What? Y'all be, I don't know when. Okay, let me see. What song? Soft Blue, what song? The Shore by Matt McClure. Oh. Oh, you said this song. I thought you said that song. I read that too fast, didn't it? Oh, the pipe and the bottle is the afflictions, yeah. That man, that woman, whatever it is. Whatever it is. Yep, that's true. Yes, Soft Blue, it's okay to share it, child. Yeah. These people over here because they be wanting to cry a little bit. You ain't did nothing wrong. They be wanting to cry a little bit. I'm gonna listen to it, see if it's gonna push some up out of me, okay? Yeah, we gotta figure it out though. You're welcome. We really got to figure it out. You know what I mean? And it's not easy to figure out because if it's not caught very early, it can get out of control. It can snowball into even more of what it should even be. You see what I mean? It's like it's sad too, because I'm not one to just really get on here and be talking about family issues and all that kind of stuff, or what have you, especially if the person that I need to talk to about sharing certain stuff, even though it's mostly my perspective on how things operate and how the results and from my observations or what have you, right? But we're just talking. I don't know what you're looking for, Fire Queen. We just talking today. But when it comes down to it, if we can catch it early, because anything can happen at any time. You got people out here that work for Fortune 500 companies and stuff like that, got everything all together, or so it seems, because you never know. We don't follow them home. We don't know what they got going on. That's why it's important not to covet after a motherfucking thing. And based on Prophet Sunday, you need to be careful, right? Be careful. Be very careful. Be very mindful, present, and aware. You know what I mean? Because it's so important that we make our decisions and we stick to them, but we also ask for guidance, advice, right? Um, and we are not looking for nobody outside of us, no thing outside of us, no person, place, or situation outside of us. We create, right? We are creators. We don't look for anything or anyone outside of us to validate us or to make. I want you to make me feel good. Oh man, I ain't watched that movie since it came out back in the gap. That's true. Master Sunray say you got to be willing to stand on business because something shining will throw you off like Dora. Yeah. And that's the thing. You got levels to the game, right? It's levels to, where you are going and how you go. That's why they say overly ambitious people, it's important that you do not be overly ambitious because it'll be easy to trick you off your square. It'll be easy for you to fall into a sand pit, whatever, mosh pit. I don't know. People catch you. It'll be easy for you to fall into quicksand. It'll be easy for you to fall off your square because you want so much and you want it now by any means. And baby be standing over there like, really? What exactly are you willing to lose? Because you're gonna lose. I don't care how long you think that you're gonna win, you will lose in the end. Why even go that far? That's why you got to check yourself on a regular basis. Know what you want and what it is that what is it that may be lost in you receiving. I think one of the signs had a read I did today where they got to a space where they had to come to they had low self-esteem and they had to come to terms with that before they could move forward. Before the food card came after that and joy came after that. But they had a pivotal space that they were in where they had to come to terms with their low self-esteem. They had to come to terms with their low self-worth and their low self-value. And it was something from their childhood about the affection of the parent. What is it that you have the reality that you have created for yourself that is based on childhood experiences where you haven't really allowed yourself to grow and understand who you are as an adult? Before you can move into this next thing, you are being asked right now to make a decision. Anytime we go through the process of the major arcana, each level up that we go, we're going to be faced with certain types of challenges, certain types of tests to see if we really ready for this next level. The decisions that you make at the end before you jump in and take that leap of faith has a lot to do with where you are deciding to go. It's always a crossroad. You always gonna have a decision. You always gonna have to pick which direction you are going to go and what are your values, what are your morals, what are your ethics, what are your principles, what are your standards, what are you standing on? Y'all can get the laws that govern you on my Patreon as a product, as well as in the academy, because we wake up every day and review the laws that govern us. It's a simple 1, 2 to do to check yourself. Because sometimes, you get turned around right there. Sometimes you forget whose you are, why you are, and where you are. Sometimes you get tricked off your square. But at the end of the day, oftentimes you trick yourself off your square. And if you do not have a victim mentality, because it's only so long that you were the victim, right? You're not, or will you be the victim for the rest of your life? It's a choice. Will you be a victim for the rest of your life? A violin player can't tell a flute player to blow. I don't know what you are saying. Hey, Susu, what's up, baby? Okay, you finna get blocked. Because I don't know what you saying either. What does that even mean? Explain that. If you can't explain it, you definitely getting blocked. Because this is a safe place. People to express themselves with respect, though. Everything and nothing. Okay, gotcha. Thank you. This other person, we're gonna go and block them then. Because you came on through with your answer. You know exactly who I was talking to. It's not a lot going on in the chat, so of course you know. Okay. But Miss Melody ain't said nothing. All right. Now let's keep it moving, honey. Moving and grooving. Oh, against our eyes. Okay, that makes sense because I must have read that backwards. That's why I was like, please explain it to me. I'm going to ask for clarity. See where you're coming from. Because I do know we got different accents, different ways of life, different ways of discussing and those things in here. Now Melody said something. All right, Melody, my deepest apologies because I didn't understand what was going on. I still don't know where you're coming from with it. But I do like the Tupac thing because Tupac made a lot of valid points in some of his interviews. If you go back and listen to some of his interviews, he made so many valid points, and a lot of them we did forget over the years. We just knew that we loved him. We knew that when we couldn't believe, we could not believe it. Not Mr. Shot 5 times, but the motherfuckers couldn't. Not Mr. Go get locked up, get out. Not Mr. Revolution. It's like he was not safe. He was not safe. He knew it. We couldn't believe it. A lot of tears were shed. That was my mama's boyfriend. She said it. A lot of tears were shed when he rolled up out of here. Some say he ain't gone. He ain't came back yet, so he gone, child. Okay, that's what he want. If he ain't really left up out of here and don't want us to know where he at and don't want to talk to us, he gone. That's what he want. We honoring what he want. That did something to us. Yeah, he did. We walking in the Aries season. We are walking into y'all season. Y'all got some I think, what it say here? Aries gonna be finding a happy place and making a choice. Because Aries is fear. Aries, the Aries that I was talking to in this series of reads got a fear of intimacy. All right. I understand. I can get it. You know what I mean? But it was something about a fear of intimacy and needing to look at intimacy from a more creative approach, something with the mother. So Aries had some type of issue, possibly with a mother or a baby mother, that something that happened in the past with them, that the way that they view relationships, the way that they view intimacy, they standoffish about it. They still have an immature approach to relationships. It was very interesting. All right. And it had something to do with their childhood that they got to go back and reflect on before they can really, receive this creative way or approach to letting their guard down. Because they were in a space where it's go, go, go. They had to surrender to inner peace, I remember, and surrender to joy, surrender their fear of intimacy, a fear of lack. So some of the Aries may be in a space where it's just like they may be in a root chakra, but it hasn't been cleared out, because when our root chakra is cleared out, that's when we disconnect from things that took other family members down, disconnect from generational patterns and cycles that were designed, right, according to the what? Bloodline, right? Unravel that, right? And allow for your roots to grow, because if your roots only extend only so far, what it does is just taps into the realm of where they were, how far others came, how far others were informed, we'll say. Okay. But at any rate, Aries and them got something to do. I didn't know we was going up in through there like that. Because I need to, I'm really not just a whole zodiac sign person. That's why I tell y'all all the time I'm not an astrologer. I'm just not, I'm more of, let's get this spiritual fitness in a practical sense, because we got to take baby steps. I did a poll on Patreon asking them what did they want to, a poll asking them what they want to discuss, what they want me to discuss, right? And so it's home, work, life balance, balance with family and friends, balance. It was a bunch about balance. And somebody made a comment saying, really nice young lady, okay, nothing against her, but she had made the comment saying, but ain't it all really wrapped up? It's not all wrapped up, because you cannot tackle all situations the same way. You got to know how to maneuver. This is how your growth comes in. This is how your arsenal, you begin to add things to your arsenal. You begin to create a new blueprint based on the old blueprint, right? The infrastructure, the pier and beam houses, commercial break. Pier and beam houses, some of the best houses. Pier and beam and pier Pure and bean. Thank you. Because I saw where somebody got a it's Aries, whoever trap birds, wherever your placements are. But I for some reason I've been telling them here lately. I know that some of y'all look at y'all placements. I think that the South Node is going to be important for you to look at this time. All right. I have a question for y'all. I have a question for you all. Let me see. Oh, okay, but I gotta. Let me see. You gotta trust yourself. The sun is staying up longer on your side of the world. I bet it is. And I tell them what you over there doing. Okay. Susu said, I definitely didn't have intimacy with my mom. And I see it changing with each safe woman I get involved with. You find you one good, safe woman. Don't get me started. Because I can't be on here talking to you like that. Find you one good, safe woman. And as an Aries, but some of the Aries over here, because I don't know about all the Aries, I ain't talked to all of them. But some of them don't be charging me up. How I probably would have charged me up right there. How you gonna tell somebody to find somebody? Where yours at? You need to calm down. I ain't in no hurry. I ain't got no worry. Now, if you find some safe folks to some nurturing energy, I feel the compassion, and you helping me to understand myself better, and all of these things that y'all sharing and bonding and courting. You need to pull your energy back from some of them safe women. Stop starting shit with me. Hey, Lindsay. Thank you, Miss Roxanne. I forgot what my question was for y'all. I forgot. Because I started talking to Susu when I read that 1-2. Tell you something, man. When you find love within yourself, it's not that you won't need nobody else, but what Eartha Kitt say, I want somebody that's going to share me with me, and I share them with them. I'm trying to figure it out. It is so important to find your level, okay? Something that adds to you as well as you can add to it to bring value, okay? Something about growing together right there. But when you really loving up on yourself and not in a space where you are conceited, arrogant, selfish, but it's something in you. I remember one time I was dealing with this dude because I refused to say dating. And he told me, he looked at me, he said, you got some strong spirits around you. He could manipulate me. That's what he meant. I don't think he knew. Well, maybe he did know what the fuck he was talking about. Because I done met some interesting people in my life now. But getting me to feel vulnerable because you ain't doing you trying to get some type of reaction out of me or something like that, I'm gonna need you to kiss my whole ass. You ain't gotta kiss sideways, you ain't gotta kiss up under the cusp. Okay, it is sagging a little bit, you might have to hold it up and kiss it. Okay, I appreciate it. It's not easy to do when you begin to really know who the fuck you are, who you are, why you are, what you will and will not put up with, what is something that may be suitable, right, for a suitcase. Bitch, that's suitable for a suitcase, a carry-on at that. No, for real. Oh, Lindsay, Susu, Lindsay said, what's a safe woman? Now, Aries. See, I done said something, and Susu done tried to use that to validate something. No, that's not to say, because I think I know exactly where you coming from. Because I used to have those same type of thoughts where I don't want to be vulnerable. I didn't want to be vulnerable with people, or I didn't want to be I don't want to be hurt. So it was a defense mechanism. I know where you coming from right there. Nah, it ain't no more of that. I had to grow up out of that shit. I had to take my lick a couple of times. Yeah, you're gonna have to take your lick. And you're gonna have, because you're gonna have to experience what you put somebody through. You're gonna have to experience the shadow side of the way that you were living, because you were in a bubble thinking that you would not be infiltrated by the person. Right? Baby, this is not a comparison about your ass, child. I don't know why you think it's a comparison about your ass, because I made the joke about holding mine up and kissing it, because it's sagging a little bit right there. Happy Valentine's Day to you as well, and everybody else in the house. Thank you, Miss Andrea. You can go look at my workout videos on Instagram. Well, the ones that I could manage to, what you call it? Child, you say a little joke and then they come out the woodwords. I don't want to hear it now. No, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. Y'all got to take control of y'all emotions. People are riding high off y'all emotions. People are really just taking things a little too far off y'all emotions. And I'm talking about where, to the point where, because let me see who it was. Because it was somebody trying to, I don't know if it's Taurus. Cancers got to do a checklist. Cancers are making up with somebody. Cancers are making up with somebody. And it's that thing, right? You gotta have your checklist when you and your man get into it, right? And they got what they think something is, and you got what you think something is. Now I ain't talking about, because I ain't for that. I ain't talking about if they were cheating or if you were cheating and somebody got caught. I'm gonna tell you right now, if you're a woman that got caught cheating, I don't see how you sleep with that man. I don't see how you riding the car with that man. Men are more sensitive than women when it comes to that. Women have something about them. They got some kind of, I don't know, it must be some type of hormone that women got. Maybe it's estrogen, bitch. Women got a different something going on. I'm pretty sure the scientists got something over there saying what it is that allows them to forgive a man that cheated on them. They just keep on going through it and beat her with them and all that right there. You're a strong woman, bitch. Whoever you are. You're strong. Okay. You're strong. That's all I can say for you. Now, somebody in the chat probably call you silly or stupid. I can't say I disagree. Now, cancers have at that space in a relationship where they really have to come to terms with their grievances with their spouse. I believe it's a spouse. It doesn't have to be a spouse, because we did love reads last week. This week, it was more about, what is it how can you work through this situation? Cancers are dealing with somebody that they've been waiting for the person to come around, and they were told that this going to take divine time. You can't rush this person to come back. You can't rush this person to respond to you in a certain type of way. It's the equivalent of if a man walk out, you and a man get into it, and he walk out the door. I need some air. I'm finna take a walk. And you behind him wanting to breathe the same air. He trying not to breathe your air. You walking with him, walking fast, trying to keep up. He taking long strides, just a couple of steps, and he way ahead of you. Keep your ass at home. You following him to go start some more shit up. I just want you to talk to me. Why aren't you just saying that he needed some time to go get himself together before he punch a wall? Now, violence is never good. So they are in a space where they got to do their grocery list. So they make their grocery list, go to the store. When they get to the checkout, look in the grocery cart to see what it is that really makes sense. What goes with what recipe? What really makes sense that they're going to be cooking what with? Take it out. And then check out. So the grocery list was a metaphor for write down your grievances with your person. Get it all out. Because number one, me nor your man got time to hear all that shit. Now, I'm trying to figure it out. Women be wanting the man to listen to him about all of the things and all. He gonna check out after a little bit right there. Might as well get him a little alcohol or something. A little 1, 2 or something. All your grievances, write them all out. And I teach you how to do that with the 90-day journey to mindfulness. Write out everything that happened. Take out the highlights. What are your major grievances? Write those, a whole list of those from this whole, this journal, this novel, this romance novel that ended with, in a fiery disruption, a tower hit, right? Calm down. You write out your grievances. 4, 5 pages, because y'all hoes be talking. Write your grievances out, all the problems that you got, all the shit, blah, 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 blah. Because some of this shit come back from 2 years ago that you ain't let go of. Wasn't no resolve. He don't even know how to resolve it because you couldn't think of how to tell him how to deal with it. As a woman, you don't know these people. As a woman, it's important that you are well-versed in understanding your man. I know some of y'all gonna get on here, that sounds so stupid. Child, shut the fuck up. Because you got to be able to catch him where he off at. Because if you know that your man is temperamental when it comes to certain stuff, and he done told you something about something that happened at work when he got to go out here and seize the day and hunt some birds. I don't know if you eat bird meat, but he gonna hunt some birds and bring them home for you to cook them. You got to be able to give him just enough guidance, know how to talk to him, how to throw a little handkerchief with a cute little, send him a cute little picture or something. I guess I got to catch up with the times because now you can text him or whatever. I wouldn't take some little photos, slide in his wallet with a little handkerchief with the scent that he loves on it. Maybe some panties. Cut out the seat of the panties, man. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm trying to give you a little game, bitch. So you got to know how to help him be a better him. I know a lot of y'all like, oh no, it's 50-50 and this and that. I'm not talking to you hoes. Okay. I'm talking to the women that's in a position to really win. Because if you even understand, the man is a leader, but the woman has a lot of rank in that house. Move forward. Because I'm not gonna argue with none of y'all. So the grocery list. So you go through all of this, what your grievances, right? You're going all the way back in time. And that time you promised me this. Just shut up. Shut up. So you write your grievances. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You write them down. Now, divine timing has to do with this person gonna come in at the right time, but you need to get yourself together before this person come back in. That's what the read was about with the Cancerians. So they got to go sit with themselves and really figure out if they tripped out because they probably was in their emotions or feeling some type of way and didn't see the part that they play. So out of all this, romantic novel that you done made that ended with disaster, you at that point, get your breaking point or whatever. You write down your highlights, write a list of this is what I want to talk about. And from that list, do your 80-20 rule. What's most important out of that list? What can y'all work on? What is it that y'all can possibly create some type of, develop some type of strategy to work on? What is doable? Where are you flexible? Because they're going to have their shit. And most of the time, men just going to say a couple of things and sometimes they'll have a lot to say and all of these rules and all of that. Not a lot. Especially if they've been dealing with you for a long time. They pay more attention to you than you probably paid attention to them. It's my TED Talk. Yeah, the man got the vision. Now, woman got her own vision too, but we don't get into all that because some of y'all, I remember they, for a while, they were like, are you a feminist? Probably a little bit, not much, because I really do like men. And I don't think I'm equal to them motherfuckers. Our digestive tract ain't even the same. A woman's digestive tract, a woman's intestine, the way she processes food is complicated. And a lot of y'all, oh, women aren't complicated. Men just make us complicated. Your intestine is complicated, bitch. His intestine like a horseshoe. It's gonna go in and come out. Yours go in and go through all kinds of twists and turns, and it just do all types of things. Go look at it. I did a whole lecture about the difference between men and women based on the way they digest their food. Since y'all want to be so much like men and men, you know what I mean? I probably was kind of low-key a feminist back in the day, but I still can't be a man, so I still don't see how they thought that. Because I don't see feminists as people that have men. I don't. What happened, Grace? Miss Grace? What happened, Miss Grace? Ciao. Let me see. Let me scroll back. Safe equals spiritual program, has boundaries, honest, can disagree without disappearing, teach as well as learn. Nice. That's right. I'm finna pin it. All Buddhists matter. But I was being funny though. I was being funny. What happened here, Aries?
With Empire today, get $350 off hypoallergenic carpet, $150 off noise reducing.
Okay, it's not tripping. Okay, y'all still right here. I was trying to see if y'all was still right here. Which workshop? The sexual imbalances workshop is on the 17th. I haven't been promoting it though. But the next I'm gonna go and take that off too. Let me go and do that now. Because we had a huge to do last week. Hold on, let me see. Let me take that off real quick and give it another date because I had put the 17th, but I wasn't promoting it. But the next, hold on. Let me just hide it. But the next spiritual business thing, I think it's in April. I gotta look on there because I haven't started promoting it because the last time I just started promoting it and then I think I did it fast. I think I did it fast. But let me get the date for you. I did it fast because y'all know it'd be a lot going on in the background. It's like, invisible. Let's make that invisible. One moment. Let me get the date for it because I think I had already set it up. I did set it up. So much information. I added even more stuff because the more that I get to interact with y'all, the more I add to it, which did take the price up a little bit because let's see, that is going to be on March 14th through 15th, but I probably should have made it April, but whatever. But yeah, but that was for the Cancerians because it's like, bring it down, right? And make it where you can discuss certain things without having to go into so much detail. Keep it short and cute, kind of like a police interrogation or something. Keep it short and cute. Okay. Um, if you dealing with somebody that doesn't like for you to question them, don't like for you to ask them to explain and all that, you need to figure out who you're dealing with. All right. Now, if they're going through something like maybe they had a death in their family recently or something like that, that's different. But if you've been since you've been dealing with this person, they do not acknowledge your feelings and they do not acknowledge that your value, whatever that means to them, because it's not gonna mean the same to you that it means to them. You may know that you're an essential part of this person's life. They may not see it like that. And one of the reads did come up where they were one of the reasons they were dealing with somebody who may not understand or underestimate them. Basically, they don't see them for who they truly are. I think it has something to do with unhealthy relationships. Um, and that had low self-esteem that fell under that because I pulled 6 cards and just get, the information, just start talking about it. But they were dealing with someone who didn't understand that they were essential to them, right? And you can't make nobody, even like some people be like, it's the equivalent of when women say, if he over there, because number one, you're single till married. Number two, sometimes women deal with men and don't understand. They get online and be like, well, if he don't want me, why he still fucking with me? He fucking with you because you give him access to you. If he don't want, if he's so happy over there where he at, why he be calling me, trying to see if he still got access. It's the equivalent of giving you could, like, if you've ever watched kids at a playground, you got some kids don't want to share they toys with nobody, right? And they can't even play with all them toys at one time, but they don't want nobody to have them. Same shit. So whoever it was in the reading, what they were going through was that the person didn't see their value and was not going to see their value, because you got to remember, if a person really wants, that's why you see where people be with, dealing with or in a relationship with somebody for 17 umpteen years, leave them and go marry somebody in 3 months. You know what I'm saying? They probably have been telling the person that they've been with for umpteen years that I don't believe in marriage and all this. And then 3 months after they meet somebody, they gonna marry you. Oh, I mean, you could let a motherfucker lie to somebody else. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, whatever read that was, I can't remember which one of these it was, because y'all know when I capture stuff, it don't have all the juicy details and all that, because I'm not trying to captivate you with it, because I don't even know how to do that with a caption. I don't know. It might have been Capricorn. Somebody got to stay. Somebody staying. Somebody going. Somebody don't know how important of a factor you are. How important. That's why when people leave other people, right? They be like, I did this and I did that and I was there for them and all of that, and they treat me like they didn't give a fuck. You were doing more than what you were supposed to. You led with your hand, and one thing about people, bitch, they be taking anything that's free. Bitch, I ain't gotta do that much, and and you doing all this. I don't have to offer that much, and you handing out like, bruh. I don't remember which read that was. It probably was Capricorn. I don't remember though. Pisces need to keep it calm, cool, and collected, because people is trying to get them to be act from a space that they've graduated from. Gemini is finding creative ways to express themselves because people are misunderstanding them at this time. Virgo needs to know that they blessings is not for everybody. Virgo's out here trying to bless somebody game or be a blessing to somebody game, and they got to realize that they blessings are not for everybody. Now, that was a pretty deep read, but I don't remember it. But I remember it was a pretty deep read because they had another blessing coming in, and that was part of what they need to map before they move to the next level or graduate to the next step. They have to really be in a space where they realize who can go and who should not, and stand on that. It was really given that Virgos were not acting quite like Virgos at that time. But Virgos are very helpful, right? But it was something about that, the blessing that's coming, somebody can't go. Something has to be done and over with before you could be blessed with it. Bad Bill came out a couple of times, but it wasn't no big deal because it could easily be that some shadow work needed to be done or what have you. Being a feminist to Miss Tina is about wanting your rights as a woman. Somebody, I still want a man. Was it about that though, Miss Tina? Because a lot came out of the initial feminist movement. I'm not a historian. I don't think I'm a civil rights activist, even though I do feel like y'all need to come on with it on some levels. But those feminists had more to do with, like, I don't know. I think that whole movement confused people. You know what I'm saying? I think that whole movement confused people, especially women, because you want to do you want your rights, but you want your rights to be equal to a man, right? Let me look up what feminist movement is, because I'm not a historian, nor do I know all about that, even though they taught it in school. I just know I was on some anything you could do, I could do better. Then I realized I don't want to do it. Okay. The feminist movement. Without getting too controversial. Oh, let's look at the definition, because I don't want to hear about the whole movement. I don't need all that smoke. Y'all can go look it up and redefine it, because people be redefining shit. You got to go way back. You got to Google stuff back in 2009, 2010. A person whose beliefs and behavior are based on feminism. Of course, a person who supports the equality of men with women with men. That's all I need to see. Have you seen men's feet? Just think about that. Have you seen the feet on men, the hands on men, the forehead on men? You want to be equal to that? Them not the prettiest feet. Now, some of them do got pretty feet, okay, because they probably going to be in the chat like, got me fucked up. Well, some men, their parents had them fucked up. So, do you really want that? You want to do that? You ain't even built like that. Now, some women, built like that. Some of y'all women got some long ass feet, but your ankles weak, bitch. So I'm trying to figure it out. Now, I'm not making fun of feminists, because again, I think I'm borderline. I don't know. Equal doesn't mean identical. Well, talk to me then. Because I was finna go somewhere. Bring me back to earth about it. We've been on here a minute, because we just chatting. Tell me, AR-15. Equal don't mean identical. Let me see what type of feminism history type. I'm not going into all. I'm not doing it. My job, I don't think my job got much to do with that, unless I'm helping bitches be freed from feminism or something. My job, that ain't in my job description, I don't think. What do I need to look up? Feminism, criticism focuses on what? Feminism criticism. The top we just talking about life, but right now we talking about feminism. Let me see. Feminism. Them isms. Isms get y'all every time. Any isms is pimping shit. Ism get y'all every time. Let me calm down, because I still got to find something about feminism. Feminism get y'all every time. What am I looking up? Feminism. What up? Feminism. What are examples of feminist? What are examples? And by me being like, I know a lot of y'all know I'm in my 40s. I'm up there. I ain't just over the hill. Okay, I'm on the other side of the hill, bitch. And I know a lot of y'all be like, yeah, because y'all usually I've been like this since my 30s. It's just that it's even more so with because I had to realize in my 30s that it was programming. I was conditioned in a way to make sure that I can hold my own. I still do have to do that. Like if I met somebody and they were like, you ain't got to work no more, bitch, I'm going to work. You hear me? All right. What are examples of feminism? What you hoes want? That's what I'm trying to ask Google without being mean. Is a complex set of ideologies and theories at its core seeks to achieve equal social, political, and economic. We live in a patriarchal society. Here I go. I got to share that post from last year after this video, because that post also shows y'all, because a lot of y'all were in the comments saying, you don't be on no political stuff and all that. I be borderline for real, y'all. Let's come to terms with, I do be borderline about some shit, okay? But for the attack that was placed on this channel, you know what I'm saying, and over my life, it's political. But it's not this type of political, but let's see. But it kind of is, because we live in a patriarchal society, so that's why so many men were coming at me and trying to show me that woman sit down and like One thing I know how to do is clutch my pearls, hold my purse, cross my legs, put my lip gloss on without looking at in a mirror. You know what I'm saying? It be the small things. All right, let's see here. Uh, I don't know. It looked like drama. Maintaining a home and rearing children is equally as important as bringing money and protection in the house. Don't downplay one logic, and emotions are both critical facilities. Don't minimize one. All right, AR 15. And don't trap women under men's thumb or hold women back from exploring our God given gifts and abilities. Who is you talking to? It's not taking anything away from men, but we are entitled to live equal. I guess equal is subjective then. I guess that's what it is. But y'all really want men to see stuff y'all way again. But let's go back to the digestive tract. Let's go back to the receptivity in the right side of the brain and how they utilized it. Let's go back to the way their eyes make. Like, okay, I'm gonna stop. 11 types of feminism. I don't know, man. AR 15 kind of going off right there. I need you to direct it, address it. Who you talk to about that? Just them people that you want them to understand that one doesn't minimize the other. Because a man can sit at home with children. It's not a big to do. You know what I mean? A man can sit at home with children and take on the feminine role a little bit, not too much. A man can't teach a girl how to be a woman when it comes to like this is your menstruation. Just like a woman can't tell a man about, got to pull the skin back and wipe that thing if he ain't circumcised. All right. So let's see here. I want to talk to Merriam Webster. Thank you, Miss Roxanne. Let me go back, y'all. Let me see what y'all said. Yeah, you're right about that. But the fact that most men that haven't had to endure it, oh, talking to AR 15. All right. Stoneware and china plates, they both serve their purpose, but one is more delicate. hmm It needs to be handled delicately. And soft blue, you said that. Soft blue raindrops and said that. Is soft blue raindrops a man? Soft blue raindrops, you said that. And the thing about that is, I'm pretty sure a feminist will be like, well, who's the stoneware and who's the delicate china? Because sometimes people have things that they are battling that they don't want to be seen as. You know what I'm saying? Somebody may have possibly grew up in with like in a lifestyle where they were turned down for certain positions or athletic, in certain sports because they're too girly, they're too feminine, they're too flimsy, and blah 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 blah. So they have a point to prove when they get older. You know what I mean? Let me go back. Andrea says, I fucks with Bell Hooks when she idolizes that feminism is for everybody in pursuit of the collective healing of the world. I will say, though, that my view of feminism personally has changed from my 20s. I know a whole mother that is a bad mother with the kids, but a provider, and the dad is a great father, but a bad provider, and they are caught in the regular argument of, I bring in the money. So sad. Could you offer counseling? But his ego in a way and stopping the relationship from being great. He don't make enough money. He gotta come to terms with it. All right. Or just get out here and make some more money. Shit. Do hot spots. I mean, what they call them? What you call them? You got the 2500, the Ram 2500, big sexy truck. Hot spot, hot shots. That's what they call hot shots. Okay, yes, Kano. It's been happening the whole time. Hey, Tonito. Hey, Janina from Instagram. I don't get caught up in all this because I really, like I said, I really, that's not part of my makeup. Somebody put somebody's name up there that views feminism a way that they like, and maybe y'all can go look at, if you think you're a feminist and like the feminist way of life and all that, and you believe that, feminism helps this, that, and the other. I don't think so, because then we go back into the Willie Lynch letter. That's one of the most pivotal points in um, pushing a woman more into her masculine energy, wanting to be more than what she is when it comes to um I don't know what to tell you, man, because I ain't trying to start no shit with y'all, and I ain't trying to play it safe. I just don't want to say the wrong thing when it comes to my views on this, because I'm not well versed in feminism, but I am well versed in the separation of families and the restructuring. Because when you restructure the home and the way that a person looks at a home, you are restructuring their brain. You're restructuring the wiring in their brain. This is why a lot of women have so many feminine issues, because they're moving outside the alignment of how they are supposed to. That's why everybody got their own personal design. What's meant for you is what you do. Child, leave me alone, because y'all starting shit. Good evening. South Blue Ranger said I'm a woman. All right. All right. Yeah, they gonna kick y'all out of here. They still playing with the channel, so it don't matter. We don't get them no attention. We keep going like the shit ain't happening. Who is the Target dish and who is the Walmart? Masters, hot shots are like, them 2,500 Ram trucks, right, or the big trucks. Okay, they can load. They be on the freeway, um, pulling manufactured homes. They make quick. Hot shot is like a quick run from one place to, do a few hundred miles or something like that. Stuff that they don't want to pay a actual trucking company for. You can do it privately or contract. Do a bid. I guess it depends on how you moving. But yeah, they get them a flatbed, or they have the stuff to hook up um trailers. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they use a hot shot. We need you to run some cows from over here to over there because the rodeo coming. Okay, we need you to run some chickens from over here to over there because the witches is coming. All right, Andrea. That's what they should be. The gender roles should be equally respected. That's why you just can't say that in a relationship, a man and a woman, this supposed to happen, that's supposed to happen. Why even have that conversation? Figure out where y'all at with this. You know what I'm saying? It's like, first and foremost, you need to find somebody that like you, shit, and y'all willing to put up with each other. Okay, because in this day and age, we live in a microwave society. People feel like they ain't got to put up with nothing. They just go find them another one. They'll never be happy, child. Um, the hospice is full of people just in there by themselves. I think that if the generals, okay, I read that. So I don't know. I don't get into all that. Do you? Because we understand the masculine and feminine energy and the need for everybody to balance their own shit out over here. What about women voting? Okay, so that's fine. Women should be able to vote, especially when it comes to, our livelihood and the things that we do, the teaching of our children, all of that. So that's feminism. That's one of the things. Oh, that is one of the things they fought for, ain't it? They wanted to, be taken serious and they vote count. Oh, okay. So I don't have a problem with that. But like I said, good night, Didi. But like I said, I don't know all about it. I'm pretty sure it started off as a good meaning and a good cause and had something good behind it, but I don't know. I've heard stories. So that's so messed up that people today can't handle when someone has a different opinion than them. Miss Tina, it's so we live in a very sensitive society. It has a lot to do with the estrogen and the pacification of people, right? A lot of the estrogen in the food, the water, the electromagnetic fields and manipulation. It has a lot to do with the things that are going on in the earth. It's a lot. Wi-Fi. So what happens is people they are desensitized to certain things, but they are extremely sensitive to anything that makes them uncomfortable. They don't know how to have logical conversations sometimes. This is what I have learned. Um, you would be amazed. Like I've told y'all many of times before, people want to lord over others, even if it's just in regular conversation. People will show you that they want to lord over you in a regular conversation. That's why you got to go on and pull up out that hoe. Bag out. Bitch, check your mirrors. Bag out that hoe. Okay. I know now we got the screen. Old school. Okay. I just started looking at my damn screen. Just start using it. I ain't trusted for a while. That's why I admire and appreciate those who came before me to show me what it's gonna be like when I get to wherever I am in life. Because I understood where they was coming from a little bit, not much. Like what I just be like, what you mean? You don't trust it. Now I understand exactly what the fuck they were saying. Trust that shit. Took me a minute to trust that damn bagging out thing. Camera. All right, calm down. Okay. Okay. Well, y'all read what Andrea said so that y'all can look into that. I'll leave it in the chat, even though, I have my viewpoints about sending people somewhere. So I didn't send y'all there, but y'all can look and see where she's sending y'all. Okay. But let's talk about it. But with the equality of it all, aren't y'all women becoming a bit too masculine without being able to be feminine? That was the turning point, though. That's why it's interesting because there's a lot of Message already talking to all of us. I'm just talking since y'all ain't on her talking to. Okay. Um, that was the problem. Women became too masculine. That's why I was saying about, it rewired the way that their brain naturally works. They tapped into stuff that they probably shouldn't have. Um, they had a lot of issues with body parts and stuff like that. That's why you have a lot of women who have a lot of female issues. But that's neither here nor there. I'm not a doctor. You back? Where you go? Chloe, what you talking about? I didn't know feminism was taught, so I don't know. So the whole feminism thing, I don't know, because I don't know how it was taught or where it was taught, but I do understand the way that things were positioned in my community where I grew up and saw it for myself before I even knew what was going on. Remove the man from the house, make the woman feel like she could do everything herself, get her and her man to turn on each other. She independent, she's strong-willed, right? She'll be able to endure. You know what I'm saying? But that's also an emotional trap. Because anytime that a woman doesn't have that nurturing, being able to nurture herself as well as be nurtured by someone with testosterone, it can cause issues, especially when raising children. But that's neither here nor there. Yeah. We have progesterone, not testosterone. Well, and then again, I'm not a doctor either, though, at all. Oh, okay, Chloe. Hey, Yvette. What Cosmopolitan magazine? Oh, why you bring that up? And why was I thinking the other day? Because I used to do that publisher clearinghouse thing where you can subscribe to every magazine under the sun for a penny a month. Okay, I was like, I don't get them. It's been years since I even got them magazines, but yeah, it was a lot of stuff that went into uh it's that's why I go back and forth because once you go down the rabbit holes and all that stuff, you see stuff for what it is, right? And you figure out what action can you take to make this world a better place, basically. Okay, because when you even go back hundreds of years, thousands of years, it was all being played out. It's just that it was done differently. Um, It played out differently every time. Canuck, what happened? Canuck did not come back. They just keep kicking y'all out. I read a book last year or so that went in depth about the feminine movement and its effects on relationships. Yeah. And that's why now the men, even the men that ain't even went through that, they just heard about the stories of the men that went through it and they like, oh, now y'all want us. Now y'all this. Like, you need to calm down. Okay? Calm down. But it really does. I forgot Kanoke. But it does affect relationships. It affects the way that people view themselves as well as their counterparts. It's crazy. And it all started with a little tweet, 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 tweet. And it goes back. They need you to hand over your power. You need your power to be in. And I know that, we don't talk about agendas and propaganda and all that stuff, but I mean, it is what it is. I mean, when you go all the way back, you see what it is. So you balance yourself within and without, do the work that is necessary on a regular basis so that you will be able to do what it do. So you can get, you know what I'm saying? I noticed they try to make you choose one, masculine or feminine. If you're, what is this? If you're what? Okay, let's see. If you're a woman but too masculine, they dismiss your feminine elements. Yeah. Oh, you'll be all right. You know what I'm saying? That's why you notice that when you in your masculine a lot, how people react to you or respond to you. Um, they don't hold the door for you. It be the simple stuff that you can recognize, right? You this and you that. People have they perception. It's like, no, that's still, somebody might need a little help. Where is your natural tendency to be of help, of service, or where is your natural chivalry or something like that? But let me see, because I don't know. I'm gonna go because I'm not gonna yeah. Because I don't know, like when it comes to the civil rights and all of that, I don't know which one came first, the chicken or the egg with that too, Master Sunray. Because even with, you got to remember, even with women getting the right to vote, but then you had the movement of Black people getting the right to vote, right? Then you had, oh, that'll go somewhere else. A better grip and standing in their feminine energy. I mean, even the men are working through the real issue, which has been the households we were raised. Yeah. So now we are all trying. Let me pin it. I had put Lights of Grace up there because she called me out on we had a booty argument. Okay, don't play with us. All right, let me pin this. Replace pin message. We all trying to figure this out, and once we just get into a space where we all got work to do, and take it outside of the guidelines of trying to explain our way out of poison, trying to explain our way out of trauma, trying to explain we ain't got to do all that. Just go and handle your business in private. You know what I mean? Because there's so much that is like there. People be like, children are easily influenced. Adults be easily influenced too. That's why when all of these arguments you see, and remember about what, a year or two ago, I used to be eating popcorn, probably chips, Lay's plain, and listening to all of the MGTOW, men go their own way videos, bitch. That was a beautiful pastime for me. Some women may not be able to understand. You ain't got to comment, right? On the men go their own way, because you can see the issues that they having with women. And it's not that it's the women that they are attracting, it's their response to the women that they are attracting based on their conditioning and programming. So I used to love to go over there. I ain't been over there in a while. I think that one of the reasons I had really started to wind down and come out of the MGTOW red pill, because when something needs to be researched, you go to the source. If I'm gonna research men and look at what men got going on in this day and age and what they thought process is, I'm gonna go over here and see what's going on. So a lot of the men and some of the women would be in the comments agreeing and disagreeing, but most people were agreeing because they are easily influenced by trauma bonding, right? So I would be over there, child. It would be so interesting. But I think one of the main reasons I had stopped going over there, because it's like a place to me. One of the reasons I stopped going over there is when Kevin Samuels passed, right? That was one of the reasons I stopped going over there because they had that was a whole community of a lot going on. Okay. The testosterone in that space. I don't think that if you went into that space, if it were an actual place, you would be able to smell the testosterone. I don't think that because a lot of the men had issues with balancing their feminine side out, coming to terms with their softer side, right? Or coming to terms with their ability to intuit information rather than just trying to than moving strictly off emotion. The unhealed feminine, right? The unhealed feminine is aggressive. It comes out. The unhealed feminine comes out as an aggressive masculine. You know what I'm saying? Running. This is the feminine. This is the masculine. All right, ready to attack. Right. A bitch just wants you for your money. Arr. These women just want to play you. Don't marry these women and all these things. Division. So I used to just sit over there and, be under my favorite blanket, rubbing my feet together, eating Lay's potato chips, laughing my ass off. And then you go into the comments and then you become disappointed because there's not a lot of logic in the comments. It's not a lot of healthy back and forth in the comments, right? It's not a lot of, I see where you're coming from, but this, or whatever it is. So I was like, yes. So we are still in the age of people trauma bonding. Why? Hey, Mr. Webster. It is. And Black people had the right to vote during Reconstruction, but women didn't. But then it's just been a lot. So we are where we are today, and we are figuring it out. Like Master Sunray say, I'll be right back. We figuring it out. Hold on. Yeah, I hope Grace seen that, baby. She got me fucked up. Been around the world and yeah. Oh, I can't find my baby. I don't know when, I don't know why. Why he's gone away and I don't know where he can be. To my baby, but I'm gonna find him. Ooh. Oh, oh, oh. I ain't gonna say it. I ain't gonna say it. Let me see what y'all said. Feminine products should be free. What kind of feminine products should be free? I'm really trying to practice a cautious empathy right now. All right. Makes you think about what our ancestors had to do. Ask them. No, wait a minute. I know y'all done. So, like I was saying, I know y'all done heard. I know no probably heard because I was gonna send it to you on Instagram. Like, I'm not gonna keep on bothering this lady. Um, Stomp a little pussy up in some shell toes. Yeah, glow. Took me back to the 90s. Bitch, I had on my blue. I'm finna go get my blue blockers I got from my daughter-in-law. If I had on my blue blockers, bitch, I be fucked up. Yeah, glow stomp a little pussy up in the shell. What she say? Cartier two-tone and Mr. Nail. I was like, bitch, babe, don't take me back to the 90s. Okay? Now, I ain't getting too far deep into that. Cartier two-tone that Mr. Nails, yo. Yes, you need to go listen to it. And then they did a chopped and screw version. Cause the day before when it dropped, I was like, ooh, somebody, man, rest in peace, DJ Screw. I hope somebody make a screw version. Cause she came out here so hard just with the simplest of thing. I know some people probably gonna be like, she not a lyricist and not baby. Yeah, glow. What? But all right. I'm gonna leave it alone. Not a Super Bowl parade. This is sad. I was thinking that because I don't get into a lot of the um stuff, the happenings, right? Because I took my feed off where it was like world news, what's going on here and there, because you do want to at least read headlines so that if something comes up in conversation, you'll be able to, you know, be on top of events. I'm not gonna let events stress me out, okay? I got enough going on. But I've been thinking about blogging about some of this stuff that has been happening, but I don't want to go too much out of the realm of what I'm here to do. Because I'm not one of those that I don't want to start no drama or start no, issues where none exists. All right. You know what I'm saying? Cartier two-tone it master nails. Yes. And this is one of those that like this gonna take you back. It's gonna take you back there. The Ravens didn't win. Who won? Kansas City Chiefs. Kansas City Chiefs. Master Sunray. They don't stop. What is the dude's name? I came across somebody because like y'all know, I don't like shouting, it's important that I not anyway from what I've learned. But shouting out certain people, there are people who some master somebody that really go up and through all of the stuff that they got going on. When it comes to that, that's why you gotta be mindful of your zip code. Didn't we talk about that? Oh, did he left? Cano. I think we talked about that last year. I was telling everybody to, tap into their zip code, what's going on in their zip code, what they zip code known for, what has the highest frequency in their zip code and stuff like that. So you'll know how you may possibly get hit when they do these things, right? Because each one teach one, each one take care of what you can. Because we could talk about the stuff, Master Sunray, all day long, but we need to take action. And action has a lot to do with, one person at a time, because it be so much. Everybody, taking into account that they are responsible for how they react or what the situations that they are in that may even be a part of that bullshit. But it's always something going on. They got it. It's around the clock, Master Sunray. I know that, a lot of the stuff that be going on has a lot to do with astrological events, but it's an astrological event every minute of the day, some bigger than others. Zip codes and its statistics, and the CDC too. Yeah, Porch Daddy. I've been just paying attention to the things that happen all around. It's so much. This is the thing. Okay, so let's go somewhere right quick, y'all. Because it is. And that's what I'm saying. Like, when you start opening up to all of the stuff that's going on, I'm talking about around the clock in your state. In your state. Y'all be looking for it on a big in your state. In your state. So the thing about I forgot where I was about to say. My summary triggered something, a thought. Around the country. What was the thought? The year of dragon. Damn, I forgot what I was gonna say. But where's the spells and the you still talking over there? Much bigger fish to fry. But I forgot what I was gonna say. Damn, it was going somewhere. If I only had a brain. Mandela effect. Thank you, Wizard of Oz. Because I know some of y'all that done went through them rabbit holes. Okay, this is my question to the people that go through the rabbit holes, know all this information. What type of lifestyle do y'all be living? I be wanting to know. When you know all of this, then y'all come. I don't think Master Sunray is one of them, but y'all know the people I'm talking about. They be all on if you knew this, and they'll be breaking down all of the stuff that they found out about Disney and the things that happen over there with Disney, and et cetera, et cetera, et al. What kind of life do they be living? You know what I'm saying? What kind of interactions do they be having with their family? Like, I want to be a fly on the wall and see how they be operating out here. Because when you just really go all up and through there, it will drive you somewhere else. I don't know if you meant to go there, but it'll drive you there. So I was talking about the Mandela effect. Thank you. I had to find it. I knew, I was like, damn. So I had to sing the 10 man. The 10 man, I think, needed a brain. Somebody needed a brain. They live a secluded life. You think so? I don't know, man. As reserved and isolated as possible. You think so? It's interesting to me. So I did not know the following Mandela effect has me. They don't have me questioning what I remember. Because number one, it's covert programming. Don't like it. You see. So first and foremost, the Mandela effect, they tell me it's a form of psychosis that a group of people share a memory that didn't really happen. You got me fucked up. I watched every episode of I Love Lucy. Every episode. Now, I didn't like the new Lucy with the colors. I didn't watch a lot of that one. So I watched the Lucy that came out in the 80s because I think she passed in the 80s. And I watched that documentary about my friend because Lucy Ball was my friend. So they said it's a Mandela effect. We not remembering accurately because Ricky never said, Lucy, you got some splaining to do. You got me fucked up. People in the comments on the video, I just came across this the other day. Wasn't even looking for it. It found me. I'm like, I know they a goddamn lie. So I went and looked and seen where they were saying they got these peer reviews and papers that motherfuckers done wrote and things that hold presidents over the papers from professors and shit like that about the Mandela effect, and it's a phenomenon. It ain't no phenomenon, bitch. Stop playing on my top. I know, like, here, because when he would do that, It was at the end of almost every episode. They talking about we were just seeing shit. Talking about it wasn't actually there. It was actually in the later We Love Lucy. You got me fucked up. We Love Lucy was in color. She looked different. She was a little bit bigger. Her face was a little bit fatter. I didn't like the color version. I like the black and white version. Okay. He said, Lucy, you got some splaining to do. Turning around, possibly doing this shit here with his tie, straightening it, because Lucy kept him tense. And she'd be sitting over there, because she was in trouble. I remember this shit like it was yesterday. You got me all the way fucked up. Me and the people that was part of the phenomenon. Because I didn't get in the comments, but I was reading the comments saying, hell yeah. I went in the comments, responded. Got people in there talking about y'all really didn't see that, bitch. Keep gaslighting us, bitch, and we gonna get together, dig Lucy up, bitch, and come to your door. We bringing Lucy to your house. Stop. That's why now you got to know what you believe and what you got going on. I'm not gonna let you trick me off my square time out. That ain't really happened. It was the 60s. That was after they got divorced. Because they were divorced while they were still doing it, though. Wasn't they, Porch Daddy? You watched them two Yellow Faith? Disrespect. And that's my thing. What's the purpose? What Cardi B say? What is even the reason? What is the purpose? What is the purpose? Let's make these motherfuckers look crazy. Bitch, welcome to my channel. How much more crazier do y'all want me to look? Because you got me messed up. We got overlapping dementia since 2012. This was back when in the 80s, Mr. Webster. It's exactly when her and Ethel would be out there just starting up shit. Luke's just doing the most. Okay? Ain't had no quit. Because she had a point to prove. She wanted to be somebody and do some things. They broke up towards the end of the original because he was drinking and hoeing. Now, I don't like to get in their business because I respect both of them. Lucy was a workaholic. She loved what she do. They said that she was a shrewd businesswoman, but when it came to making people laugh and getting in front of the screen and doing the job that she came here to do, that's when she came to life. I understand that. Lucy is the home girl. I think we cut from the same cloth some kind of way. That's what I was told. And I really believe it. But I'll be goddamn. Let me see what the other Mandela effect was that they had. We already talked about most of them. But the whole Sinbad movie, that didn't really happen. I don't go into all that because number one, I'm not gonna try to prove that nothing that I remember happened because that's worse than you growing up and your gaslighting ass family be like, oh, I don't remember it like that. And nobody in the family remember it but your ass. Stand on that and don't fuck with them hoes. That's how I look at it. Master the art of saying fuck them. Okay. Shazam, it was Shazam and Kazam, wasn't it? Or something like that. But the one was Sinbad. Let me see. The other one was the Bernstein and all that. Okay, so yeah, we know about all that. Fruit Malone, all that stuff right there. But what's the new one that they done found? Let me go back to 2022. Ooh, the Golden Girls was good though. Blanche was a mess. Now I like the Golden Girls too. What was the other one? Because Dorothy had her own show. Oh, I forgot the name of it. That's so disrespectful. I feel like I'm being disrespectful. See, my son Ray said that happened to me like recently, and because sometimes people be just no. You don't have to agree with my perception of what happened. But bitch, don't act like it didn't happen. Don't act like I'm seeing shit because you want to feed this narrative that I'm tripped out or something like that. Yeah, we ain't finna, that's what we ain't gonna do. All right, that's what we ain't gonna do. The player Ricky Ricardo is Cuban American, where the gigolos and pimps and players hail. It was the physical bodies that messed me up. Did men have an additional rib? Was there a bone dividing the eyeball from the brain in the skull? Nah, for real. Grace, where pelvis is tall or wide or narrow, more vertical. The whole thing, I could have sworn, and wasn't that's one of the effects, right? The skull used back in science class. I dropped out of, got me fucked up. I ain't finna be what you call it, dissecting a motherfucking thing. I don't even like, back then I ain't even like cutting up chicken or fish. I'm gonna touch that fleshy stuff. Didn't it used to be like that? Now see, they want us to be collectively thrown the fuck off. This group of people, when they watch this, we're gonna have, we're gonna make it where a number of things will trickle down into their lives and begin to happen once they really begin to realize that they have no proof of the things that were happening. So now your ass sitting over there talking to a psychologist. I don't know. There's just something going on. It was the Bernstein Bears, and um, I know for a fact that the skeletons had like bones behind the eyes. There was something behind the eyes, but then your ass. You see what I mean? And I don't know. And this whole thing about, I could have sworn in 88, 89 that Nelson Mandela, there was a huge news conference about what happened to him, and then all of a sudden, 3-4 years later, this how they want us. Why do you think they introduced so many psych pills, psych meds in the 90s? Put your children on. You get on, you put your children on. Put everybody on. Psych meds for everybody, all around. No, let's get this group of people. I wonder what the age range is for the people that were really affected by them shows, that all of a sudden that shit ain't that what that is, or the things that we know for a fact that we experienced. I remember learning a word. I'm finna see if the word online. What are the other Mandela effects, y'all? I remember learning a word in school. I had to define it with a Webster dictionary. I got in my 20s and said the word and was told that is not a word. I could not find that word, no goddamn word. I didn't even know nothing about no goddamn Mandela effect. I should have known then it was some shit trying to trick me off my square. Gotta pay attention. That's why, Miss Natasha, we have to remain calm. We can talk about it. This is a safe space to talk about it, but we can't talk about it nowhere else. Because people are quicker to say that you out your goddamn mind. I'll take the brunt of it for you. Because I ain't tripped out about it. Possibly. It's a strong chance of snow, too. All right. Examples. Target and their bullseye. Hold on. Make sure that y'all go watch Profit Suddenly, too. People look different at different times. But yeah. What you mean though, Porch Daddy? Because that's obvious. Because the bone structure. Oh, you talking about with the bones behind the skull? No, they said that at first it was a bone behind the eye sockets in a skeleton, but then they said that there would be nothing there. Because then you gotta wonder, why would they say there was bone there? Do they even make sense? How is the wiring? Stressed out, man. Hey, Dominique, coming on in. It's about to snow over there. Go watch Profit Suddenly. I talked about it on the blog a little bit, but I would like to get y'all feedback on Profit Suddenly, because we are living in some strange times. I don't know. I'm not gonna get into that rabbit hole. I just know that that was one of the main things that y'all. They not ain't nobody finna just tell me that. I think I'll probably like get in a relationship and break up with somebody if they try to convince me. Because if you try to convince me of what I know, because I'm gonna go and round up everybody online that saw it with me, saw it, that can vouch for they saw it, and we're gonna take an American tour to all these places. We're gonna FaceTime these people and everything. Like, yes, I would really need to do a Zoom meeting with everyone that saw Lucy and Ricket. It is on YouTube. It should be on Netflix though. It's on YouTube called Profit Suddenly. And it's not like some of y'all might look at it and be like, oh no, this is scary, this is spooky. It's not like that. It's just like it's not some kind of it's like a Sundance film. So check it out. Bye, Master Sunray. We finna go too. What is a Krista Golly? It's on YouTube. Things are moving at a faster pace. Porch Daddy say things are moving at a natural, faster pace. Everyone will remember things differently. Porch Daddy, don't come on here with it. Cause I don't know, man. Back in the 80s, we were more relaxed. We had our favorite cereal. We got us a good Snicker, cost 50 cents. We can go to the candy house. It was relaxed. It wasn't a lot going on. Not as much as it is now with all the technology and stuff and the many thousands of things to do. So it's like not a goat. Ooh, child, not a goat. It was slow, peaceful a little bit. The candy lady. Now, don't take me back there, mister, because I got this one favorite candy lady that is a highlight of my life. She had a screen, though. But she had a fancy screen, though, with the glass on it. Because back then, people had them other screen doors with the little wiring and the wood paneling and a little hook and latch. Not her. She was making that money off that candy house. She had her a nice screen door, bitch. A nice little metal screen door with the glass where you can raise the glass up and let the air in your house with your door still closed. Very clean candy lady. I like nachos. Anything with chili and cheese. I wanted it. And I give her that dollar. Chili cheese nachos, please. You want Fritos or you want tortilla chips? Today I'm feeling Fritos or Doritos. Today I'm feeling Fritos. She had all of the bags in a nice. They all had the paper, um, the bag clip on them. All of them had the little bag clip on them. She rolled it up real good. You know that's gonna be nice and fresh. She ain't let no air in your chips. Now, if you want to buy you a bag of chips and get chili and cheese put on them in a bowl, that's a different price. You either gonna take some of these chips over here that's in this bag, or you gonna take where she opened up a grab bag. Grab bags ain't even the same what they used to be. A little grab bag, because grab bag was 75 cents, wasn't it? 50 cents, 75 cents. Best nachos in Texas. Took me back somewhere right there. Candy lady house. She had a little curl. She wore her gold jewelry, had rings on every finger. Clean woman though. You can see straight in the house because she get them frozen cups at the top of that freezer. Don't taste like meat or nothing. They be in there the freezer with everything else she be cooking because she stay cooking. Take them chips out that bag, roll them back up real good. Everything was done nice and neat. Roll them up real good, put the clip back on there, set them over to the side. She done pulled the chips in a little bitty white bowl, them little party bowls. Mm, mm, mm. My goodness, bless her soul, bless her spirit. Please continue to look over the candy lady. Mm. She put she get the cheese out the crock pot It's just been marinating. She make a fresh thing of it because she knows she gonna run out by the end of the day. She ain't got to worry about waste not, want not, because it was huge in the community. Waste not, want not. Everything need to be utilized. Put the chips in there and get that what you call it, the scoop. It wasn't no spoon, okay, because everything was professional in her house. I forget what you call it. You know the thing with the what you call it? What Kanoki? It wasn't a Frito pie at that time. Kanoke. Now you from Texas, you know Frito pies. At the time, she didn't call them Frito pies, but she gave you options. That's what we gonna say. A ladle, ladle. Thank you, Porsche Daddy. She had a ladle, and I always, when I was growing up, between that ladle at that candy house and wooden spoons that I would see on the Cosby Show, these were must-haves when I get my own house. So much to the point where if I went to a garage sale and saw it, I would ask, "Can you please, Mama, can I please have this wooden spoon?" So back to the nachos, because I'm kind of eating on this memory right now, because I never had those nachos again in my life. Well, Frito pies, as Canuck said, but back then we didn't call them Frito pies until later on. She get that ladle, or whatever you call it, the big thing. Gently, the cheese just slowly going on top of the chips right there, and you can see it just, you know that cheese is falling in between all them cracks. That's why when people make nachos now, I be like, "Bitch, you don't know to order nachos? Calm down." So then she go to the other pot with the ground beef, the chili that she made. This was not Wolf brand. This was fried ground beef. When ground beef tasted like ground beef. I don't know what it tastes like now. The closest thing that I've tasted to ground beef is taco casa. Calm down. A lot of this ground beef don't taste like ground beef. She put the chili on top of there, because usually it's like 3 alarm that a lot of them was using back in the day. But this was seasoned ground beef, and for a child like me that was a foodie, I always been a foodie. I like what I like. She put it on there, put a nice paper towel up under it, set it in the microwave. Okay, right there. Just to heat it up a little bit right there, because she had the cheese on the crock pot, but the meat wasn't simmering or nothing like that, because she don't never want to overcook it or have it to continue to cook like that right there. She had to be careful. I don't know what her method was, but it was good enough for me. She had the fancy microwave with a spinning plate back of the gap with the big buttons. And I'm just standing out there looking through that screen though. At that bowl going around in circles. It's gonna be so good. With a little juice pop. Them the ones look like little barrels. Can't tell me nothing. You can't tell me nothing. If I get $5, I can get 5 nachos this week. I ain't spending on nothing else. Oh, you got some money, you can do this. Cause nobody, you're not gonna get none of this. I got this money is for the candy lady. If I couldn't afford nothing but the nacho, that's all I got. I'm not gonna fuck myself out of what treat myself. My auntie said, treat yourself, don't cheat yourself. I'm not fucking myself out these wonderful nachos at this lady house. And you already know when she opened the door just a little bit right there and hand you your nachos. She asked you, before she hand them to you, she asked, do you want me to put foil on it? Baby, don't put no ma'am. No ma'am. I'm okay. No ma'am. Hand you that bowl. You don't need no foil. Because you already know that's why to this day I will get my food and eat in the car. A lot of men don't like that. I've heard so many women say, my husband do not like that. I don't wait to, bitch, I'm finna eat my food hot. Men want to go home and sit and put stuff together because they creatures of habit. Bitch, if I got this fish and I know that I got to drive 20 minutes before I can sit down, this fish finna go down the hatchet in this car. That's what free vacuums is for. Because if I can't catch it, the vacuum will pick it up. Why you just don't you want to wait till you get home and blah blah? Who is you talking to? You gotta eat it while it's still hot. Not zucchini bread. I didn't see what y'all was saying because I was caught up in that memory. Let me see. Back down memory lane. You don't eat some of them fajita. Oh, what about fajita? You eat asada? Pumpkin bread. So much fun. Good times. We had some good times, like for real. We had some extremely y'all. When y'all go back down memory lane, just have enjoy. The sun ain't even the same. They talking about the ozone there. I just think the sun a little closer and hating a little bit. Okay, we could stay outside till 8, 9 o'clock and still be light outside. Summer wasn't nearly as hot as this. 89, 90. We had a few hundreds, like, oh, we breaking records and all this type of stuff. But we didn't have all this heat like that. All this, all these. No. We had fun though. We had fun. You don't trust the ground meat? I don't think it's the same. I don't think that it's because that's the thing, like taco casa. Oh, it got stuck. Taco casa got some good seasoned ground meat. Every when I'm on that side of town, do a little 1-2, okay, giddy up. But I don't know, like I told y'all, like even if y'all still eat chicken, pork, whatever it is, like a lot of for now, because I don't think they done sold out yet. And anytime one of the Mexican stores, that's what we call them here, Mexican stores. I don't know to tell you, La Rancheros and I can't say Fiesta no more because Fiesta more corporate now. Anytime they go corporate, it can be questionable. But them stores that be, because they be, somebody put on Instagram one day showing some food, some animals being delivered to a store. I think it was being delivered to a restaurant. But they get theirs delivered the same type of way at the stores, and they cut everything up back there in the bite. Okay. But they don't get that. They get theirs from farmers, and it depends. It's not the same as, the upscale conglomerates, Pilgrim Pride. What's the other one? Pilgrim Pride, child. Whoever. They not pumping all that stuff up. That's why the motherfucking wings be laying in there like this, and the get you 12 wings for $11, and the wings laying in there like this. Like y'all ain't try to fold the bitches up and make them match and nothing. Nope. Cause they just cut them up back there, clean, rinse them off, and here. Okay. Wings be like this in the motherfucking thing with feathers coming out the sides. Oh yeah. That is, yeah. That halal meat, because they take their time and they have a certain process to even cut it up. You don't gain no weight with that either. Cause y'all remember I had that. I was on a halal diet. I ain't want nothing but the chicken and the basmati rice. Cause the lady that make my Indian dresses introduced me to it. She made some for me. You know, I went over there to go pick up a little 1-2 outfit from her, and she made me some halal chicken. I forget what the whole name that you call it, because I just be like going to the halal grill. This what I want. Okay, I don't need the all of the specifics. I did understand about the cutting of the meat and how they cut the meat, the process. But when she made it, y'all should have seen it. I embarrassed y'all that day. I just would like to say to all the black people in attendance in here tonight, I embarrassed y'all in front of that lady that day. I was licking my fingers and stuff. I did wash my hands, so y'all should be proud. It was a little spicy, something one too. No, the places that I went after I went to eat with her didn't taste like hers, right? She just was on some authentic shit. But I embarrassed y'all that day. I wasted a little bit on my shirt. When she turned around, I did like this. I embarrassed you. I don't know if I should apologize or not because you weren't there. I'm just telling you that I embarrassed you. You don't take my word for it. It was so good. I had never had that before. Not gonna lie to you. That was my first time having it. And it was from that day forward, it was going down. I had to find that taste. Because when I crave something, I want what I want. I had to find that taste. Where do I get this from? What type of, because where she from, that isn't where the place is, right? So I had to figure it out without begging her, because she was like, "Oh, I'll cook it for you again. It's no problem." You're not about to have me making groceries for you and your husband over here, so that I can eat it. Cause I just like what I like, and it's good on top of French fries or eating with the little French fry salad. Eat that halal meat on that salad right there. I really just like the chicken, the lamb. It's okay. I really like the chicken. Yeah. I embarrass y'all so much, man. I don't know what to tell you. It's the equivalent of eating chicken at a fancy restaurant, like your ass at French's in Houston or something. Church's chicken, whatever your chicken place is. That's how I was eating. Okay. I think I shocked her a little bit because I wasn't carrying myself like I eat like that. That shit was so goddamn good. I wanted to lick the plate. But she was like, "Oh, there's more if you would like some more." I don't know what kind of gluttonous pig came out of me when I ate that. Embarrassing. It may not be slaughtered act accordingly. I thought that's the only way that they can say it's halal if they did it the right way. Don't come on here telling me that. Go on now. Canuck, I was for real. If you didn't lick the plate, did you really enjoy it? You ain't supposed to be hearing the fork hit that plate like that. You know what I'm saying? That's just embarrassing. That fork ain't supposed to be clicking and clucking across that plate like that, and you can hear it scraping a little bit on the side trying to get. That's when I fell in love with that rice. All right, I'm finna let y'all go, man. Halal just means it's permitted to eat. No, I thought halal meant that's the way that they cut it. Kano, get out here. Is that what it means, Kano? We have trucks here, so maybe that's what threw me. What trucks? Oh, you talking to Kanoke. It's a religious thing. I thought they had to cut it a certain way in the way that they kill it. Oh, I shouldn't have said that word. Kanoke, man. Tanito Tamata, I wish I would have lived in the 80s. Pop culture, music, and sports were banging back then. Tell us that we getting up there without telling us we getting up there, Tanito. Tell us we getting up there without telling us that we getting up there, Tanito. I wish I was born in the 80s. Sounds fun. However, I was born in the 2000s. Was he born in the 2000s or the late 90s or something? That's what it's giving. It's cool. The 90s was fun too. See, we got to experience our beat. But we just didn't experience it the same way because the 2000s, even the kids that were born in the 2000s, Child. But the music started changing up by 2010. What happened? Halal trucks serve food all the time. But the 80s was fierce. The 90s were. Living single in a 90s kind of world. I'm glad I keep your head up. What? Keep your what? Yeah. Man, say go play with your mama. Play with your mama, baby. Play with your daddy. Dada. Yeah. We are living single. Yeah. In living color. Oh, how did it go? Because when you hear that come on, you got to hurry up and get your food and go sit down, Indian style, either in front of the TV or wherever it is that you may be. Okay. What was that living color theme song? With Fire Marshall Bill, let me show you something. Let's say, man, a lot of greats came from In Living Color, for real. Martin, yes. What else was in the 90s, y'all? 90s sitcoms. Friends, yes. Let me see. Y'all always go back in the day. You could do what you want to do and live in color. Cause wasn't that Heavy D and the Boys? Seinfeld, Friends, Frasier, Home Improvement. Tim the Two-Man Taylor. Married with Children. I did a when I was I did a somebody made a beat on SoundCloud that I downloaded and did a rap song to Married with Children. Married with Children, Peggy motherfucking Bundy ho. What? Full House, Saved by the Bell. Man, come on, somebody. Family Matters. Family Matters, okay? The Wonder Years, I got into that a little bit. Murphy Brown. The nanny bitch. Don't play with friend. Dress up with the outfits. Clean as a whistle. OMG. Boy Meets World. Um, Sister. Sabrina the Teenage Witch. I didn't watch a lot of that. Blossom, okay. What was the other girl name? Not Pippi Longstockings, but she reminded me of, was that Blossom? Who was that reminded me of Pippi Longstockings? Had that room that looked like a ship on the inside. Yes, Miss Catherine. You made it to us another live. The other live, the one from earlier was look at Bianca and her. The live from earlier was a premiere. It was an old video from the foyer. Some old videos. Not Topanga. What show was that? Pippi Longstockings. Or was it a show called Pippi Longstockings? The girl had the room. She lived with her daddy, and her room was made like the inside of a ship. The Parkers, Cosby, stuff that we could watch, and it didn't have a whole lot of hidden shit going on. You know what I'm saying? It didn't have a lot of hidden stuff. New Jack Swing. What was the name of that show? Doogie Howser. I was amazed by Doogie Howser. I'm like, he got to be real smart. Like some people real. Then that's when I started looking up like people graduating college at 14 and shit like that. I was like, ain't no way. I was like, these must be special type of people. The Simpsons, hanging with Mr. Cooper, Alf. Saw that motherfucker legs one time. You could only see when his feet running somewhere under a table or something. Alf short ass, Churls. Now, y'all know I love Charles. Norman. What was her name? Everybody else talking about Norm. Her ass talking about Norman. Oh man. Baseball Tail was a good movie. I mean a good yeah, movie. Okay, let me see. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air was pretty cool. That 70s show was funny. Um, I don't think I was in a full house like that. Frasier was cool. I really did like Lillian. She gonna read down dry as hell. Saved by the Bell. I think y'all said that the King of Queens was good. Okay, shout out to her. The leading lady. She went through a lot and she made it across to the other side. Yes, the game was good. That was a good show. They should have kept that show going because I was tuned in. What was Diane, Porch Daddy? Third Rock from the Sun was good. Land of the Lost. Wasn't that early 80s though? Not in the heat of the night. What about MacGyver? Punky Brewster, thank you. I'm like, who was that was like Pippi Longstocking? I'm afraid to go see if they tell me that. I'm afraid to go look and see if they say that Punky Brewster never existed. Because bitch, then I'm really going to show up and show out. Pippi Longstocking. It was Punky Brewster. I'm like, who was that? Thank you. Because you know I would have came back on here in a few days like Crash. What's that? Ew, look at that stanky man. Let me see. South Park. Roseanne. How could I forget Roseanne? That's when Roseanne went through a lot. Now let's talk about it. Roseanne went through a lot while she was doing that show, hun. Tim Goodman, I believe that was his name, the first husband on the show. There were a lot of ups and downs with that because Roseanne did start feeling herself and all that, and I think they had been messing around or whatever. And I think Tim was mad. It was a lot. I don't get no false business like that, but I used to keep up with the tabloids, okay? Because that was one of my favorite shows. All right. And it was just something about, growing up, the things that she went through, right? And then she started getting all that cosmetic surgery and all that stuff going on. And they shouldn't have had her to hit the lottery. They shouldn't have did that. They shouldn't have had her do that and change up the show like that. That shouldn't have happened. Designer women, oh my goodness. I need to go watch some reruns. That was one of my favorite shows. What? Yes, the educated lady from Cheers. Norman? Like, ma'am. She didn't understand a lot of stuff. A different world. Yes. Um, a different world gave us a lot of hope and a lot to look forward to and stuff like that too. Family Matters. At the Petticoat Junction. Oh man, now don't take me back. Now you went too far back there. Come on back up. Not the Petticoat Junction. Because then you got to go into Green Acres. Then you got to go into what's happening? What's happening now? What's happening? Then you got to go even further back. What's further back? At the Petticoat Junction. All right. Mom and Paul done struck some oil. Texas tea. How did that shit go? Because I always like country living. You know what I mean? Very much so country in the city. Uh let me see. What was the name of that show? Pop Mao was a damn fool. Mao gonna mess you up right there. Let me see. What's the name of that show? Beverly Hillbillies. Tim, ding, 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 ding. Unique communication, ding, ding, ding. Little House on the Prairie. I didn't really get into that, but I like the lifestyle of Little House on the Prairie. like I told you, it's a place, a historical place here that when we went on a field trip over there, it just felt like I know I grew up in here. I know I grew up in this place. It felt like home. That's where the attic come from, in this house. Neither here nor there. The monsters, the Adams family, yes. I dream of Jeannie. Man, look. And that's what some of y'all are. Some of y'all are Jeannie to y'all spouse. Y'all can make some stuff happen. No problem, master. I don't think y'all calling them master. I would hope not. Unless you into the BDSM or a little freaking dicky. Three's Company. Jack what? Motherfucking triple. Facts of life. You take the good, you take the bad, and and that's the facts of life. The facts of life. The facts of life. The facts of life in a world never see. I don't remember, but I'm gonna go listen to it, bitch. I didn't get a lot into Jerry Seinfeld, but that was a pretty good one, though. I'm pretty sure. The A-Team really didn't fuck with that on MASH. Mr. T big head ass. Allen Nation, Tales from the Dark Side, uh, Elvira. You know the 18 Bianca. MASH came in. I don't know what it was about MASH. Good morning. Was it on MASH or something else with Robin Williams? Robin Williams is one of my favorite actors. And that's what I tell people real quick. Hold on, slow down. That's what I tell people about comedians. Comedians have the reason that they sense of humor is the way that it is, and they can make you laugh about some of the most darkest shit, is because they literally live their life in some dark spaces. Really good comedians really have seen the depths of depression, the dark night of the soul. They have been through some of the darkest shit, like Fantasy Island, the love boat, shut the front door. Bob Newhart was good. Oh, wait a minute. Who was our friend? Uh, what was his name? Johnny motherfucking Carson. I used to love to sit up and watch Johnny Carson. Yes. Everybody Hates Chris was good. Carl motherfucking Burnett. Carl motherfucking Burnett. Carl, I don't think y'all said that. Somebody said Carl was the best receptionist. Carl motherfucking Burnett. Gilligan's Island. I think that was a play on, what was it, with Mr. Willis, Mr. Willie, or whatever Tom Hanks did that movie. Gilligan's Island. Gilligan, that lady just hitting on Gilligan and hitting on Gilligan. Gilligan ain't no shit. Taxi was pretty cool. Mama's House. What was it? Damn, we watched a lot of TV. That's why I'm the type of goofy that I am. Because I'm with y'all. A lot of this stuff that y'all got on here was some of my favorite shit to watch. It's hard to find that kind of stuff now. You know what I'm saying? Without you picking up that, now this shit here ain't cool. It's kind of tampered with. The Tonight Show. Wasn't that with Johnny Carson? Don't nobody do late night like Johnny Carson. Welcome Back, Carter. That was toward the end. What was my uncle used to love westerns. Arsenio Hall with that long ass finger. Okay? Long finger. Yes. He interviewed a lot of people that, I wonder if he got gonna do a documentary about the Arsenio Hall show. That would be so dope. Magnum PI, bitch, because I always wanted. Okay, that's what Charges remind me of. I always wanted. Kit. I wanted me the Night Rider. Oh man, I always wanted one of them cars. That's what Charges remind me of. The Wonder Years was good. Give me a break. Y'all going back downtown. Gunsmoke. X-Files. Yes. We need to have. I wonder if we can get together and watch the X Files at a movie theater. Yeah, damn, we're gonna spend the night at the movie theater and watch X Files. But we can't even have regular metal detectors. We gotta have energy detectors fucking with y'all ass because everybody can't come. Different strokes was, yes, that was it. Or a group stream. That would be safer for the kid, wouldn't it? How do we do that? We talked about this before, but we're gonna have to really do it. We're gonna have a marathon and everybody's gonna be going to work and coming home and doing whatever they do and just tapping in wherever they can catch the episode. Yes. The V. Shut the front door. What happened to that show? I don't want to watch the remake. I need to watch the one where they came over here and was talking to the president and all types of stuff. Mike and Mindy was good. Nanu Nanu. If you mastered that shit, you gotta master it. Nanu Nanu. You have to master that. Perfect Stranger. Shut the front door. It can be done on Patreon. Can it be done on Discord? I'm gonna figure it out for real because I've been saying it for years. I'm gonna figure it out for real. And we're gonna see how that goes. Because maybe I can make somebody else a moderator and let them stream it. Because anytime we try to have group events, these motherfuckers come and try to fuck with our group events, virtual events, when in public, when it has to do with interacting with y'all like this. They don't fuck with my classes. They just like open platforms. Yes, that would be dope, Porch Daddy. Everybody show up with their PJs and their favorite fluffy something. You gotta bring something fluffy. It did, didn't it? Unique communication. It disappeared after she had the half human lizard baby. That must be when we were born, or stepping more fully into our half this and half that. Perry Mason. Don't play with Perry Mason, but do not play with what is Matlock? Matlock. Murder She Wrote. Matlock. Maud. That's what I was looking for earlier. Chakra Khan. Maud. Because Dorothy from Golden Girls ended up doing Maud, and then you had, I think it was in competition with Murphy Brown or something like that. It was something like that. It's kind of hard to keep up with the drama from back in the day. And shout out to the people who create documentaries to help us remember everything that really went on. Plus some. Quantum Leap was good. Laverne and Shirley. Seville, Survivor, Aspen the quarterback. Dun, 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 dun. We're gonna do it. Shut the front door. I don't remember the words. What? Laverne and motherfucking Shirley. L.S. Bitch. Laverne and Shirley. And the group name that I had, I was in this girl, I was in a rap group with, it was just me and her. We were kind of like the rap duo, Laverne and Shirley, but our names were different. But it was kind of like on some more shit. The Twilight Zone, Bosom Buddies. Man, look. And look, that's when people started to say that things began to really, really change, but shit had been changing over the years. We just didn't know it. Bosom Buddies. Not Mr. Rogers. Miami Vice, baby, them outfits. I was adamant about like, where do I meet this type of man? Because you know where I'm from, them men wasn't dressing like that. When I meet this type of man, that man was sexy. Okay, it was some kind of attraction. I'm like, I like the way he carried himself. Okay, and then the older you get, it's like, you know what? He probably was on that shit. Okay, Dukes of Hazzard. Come on now, Roscoe Pico Train. What you know about Dukes of Hazzard? Daisy Dukes. Okay. Baywatch. What's happening? Yeah. Oh, the electric company. I don't remember that all the way. For some reason, I'm thinking about Electric Boogaloo. So I don't think I remember Electric Company. Who is Rod Serling? Y'all keep on talking about can get it. Rod Serling. Twilight Zone. Oh, y'all like them dark features, don't you? I know what y'all doing. The distinguished dark features. I know exactly what the fuck y'all doing. Not my type. I see what y'all into. Who I'm gonna take note of who said that they like Rod Sterling. Canoke said that too. So Canoke LON said it. Who else said that? I'm taking names. Happy Days. Shut the front door with Fonzarelli. Quit playing with the leather jacket. Bandit. Okay. He was the most respectful, disrespectful energy. Okay. School days. Oh, you naming movies. Joni and Chachi. Joni loves Chachi. They were just so meant for each other. Muppet Babies. Inspector Gadget. Inspector Gadget is the equivalent of Penny was a spirit guide. Had to be. Penny helped Inspector Gadget crazy ass get out of all types of shit. Go Gadget, something he done made up. What about Agent 99? Uh, Agent 99, Porch Daddy. Agent 99, the Wild Wild West. Now, Canuck, it's too late to take it back. You said that's what you like. I'm taking names. LON, Canuck. I forgot who else said it. I will try to I ain't gonna look back at this because it's a long lie. It's the longest lie we done in a while. He was 30 when he did Happy Days. Shut the front door. Mary Tyler Moore show. Okay, so was the Mary Tyler Moore show Get Smart? There it is. Thank you, Porch Dad. I knew you had it. Agent 99. All right. Any of the what's his name? Because Get Smart reminded me of Inspector Gadget in a very weird way. But um look at Chakra Khan. There go another one. All right. Fonzie. I was looking for something and I lost it. Fraggle Rock was good. That's when you want to be small like them. The Avengers, the outfits. What was the name of it? Um Patty Duke show was good. Chips. You don't know that you like men in uniforms until you watching Chips around this bitch. And plus, then you kind of get disappointed when you look into reality and it's like, these men really ain't coming like that. These men really ain't built like that. You know what I mean? That actor did the voice for that character. Not Nas Landon, not Dynasty. Nas Landon, Dynasty, General Hospital. I could never get into the soap operas, right? Not that everybody would make sure that they record on their VCR. Falcon Crest, Dragnet, Dallas, a lot of good stuff. Carmen Santiago. What y'all think about the Griselda Blanco movie? I couldn't get into it because I'm like, no, this that y'all doing the most softening her up. Y'all did her an injustice. Softening her up like that. I couldn't get into it. Eric Estrada was in. Baby, Eric Estrada was one of the finest damn things. And I don't even know what fine was, actually. But that was fine. That was fine. That was white t-shirt and blue jeans fine. Child. Ooh. Yeah, I remember Santa Barbara. What about child, Chip something else? It's a Dynasty channel. What you mean? They show and play nothing but Dynasty. Is that what you saying, LON? I'm trying to figure it out. It is 10 o'clock. Y'all need to be in the bed. Why the fuck are y'all up this late? I'm here with you, child. King of the Hill. Yeah. Will and Grace was also good. Them comebacks from the neighbor. I forgot his damn name because somebody actually reminds me, not Chris. I forget his name. Not him. I used to I called Will and Grace before they took it off what was his name? He was extremely goddamn funny. It kind of reminds me of Schitt's Creek. The Drew Carey show is pretty cool. Step by Step. Mad About You, Wings. Um, uh, this David Spade was one of the funniest people to have in your dramedy. Reba. Jack was his name. Thank you, Kanote. Jack was hilarious. I was like, if he didn't make a show or if he didn't make an episode, it was always missing something. It's kind of like, it need a little more Lowry's. Growing Pains. Yes. Karen on what? Karen, oh yes, because the diva of divas. Okay, I forgot about her because he stood out more in my memory than she did. She should have had her own show. Who just said that? Kano say Jack and Karen should have their own show. I always thought she was gonna get a spinoff. How Delta Burke, another fave, how Delta Burke got her a spinoff, right? They didn't do her much justice because I think she got a spinoff with Designing Women off of Designing Women. I can't remember, but that was a really good one. Delta reminds you of Jaja when she was younger. The way that she carried herself, the way she did certain stuff. What happened to Delta Burke? Touched by an Angel was good. Hey, Miss Winner, how are you? Why are you up this late, Miss Winner? Is everything all right over there? We're not doing a read. We're just having a conversation. King of Queens was good. I think y'all said Sister News Radio. Beavis and Butthead. Thank you, Miss Winner. I thought Delta Burke got a spinoff, or was Designing Women a spinoff? It was something because even between Kirstie Alley and Delta Burke, something was going on right there. But it was like, do we have any buffs in here? We have any buffs? Show buffs. Delta went behind the scenes and doing directing. Okay. Yes, WKRP in Cincinnati, Dharma and Greg, Kenan and Kel. Grace Under Fire. How could y'all not say Grace Under Fire? How could y'all not say Grace Under Fire? Women of the House was a spinoff. Because I don't think her spinoff had traction. Sybil was good. I don't think her spinoff had traction. The Wayans brothers. Sex and the City. I didn't get into Sex and the City till after all the girls were moved on to some other thing that they were into. I got into Sex and the City after the fact because I ended up watching a movie. And I was like, okay, I need to go watch, start from season 1. Who got the seasons, man? I'm trying to figure it out. Because when people would watch it, I'd be like, yeah, that's not my type of thing. It don't look interesting. Just a bunch of rich bitches saying some shit and doing whatever, blah, 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 blah. Oh, until I was introduced to the drama of it all. Smart guy. Ellen was a good one as well. I think that the initial, because I know how y'all feel about Ellen. We're not going to argue about it right now. But let's separate the person and whatever y'all believe about. Her original stand-up comedy, y'all know I love me some comedy. Her original stand-up comedy is hilarious. You really have to be drawn, like she draws you in and keeps you there. Her original stand-up. I don't know where she at with this now. I don't know what happened. All that right there. I just know what I liked back then when she would be out. You couldn't get into Sex in the City. Not Homeboys from Outer Space. 227. Yeah. 227. The other ones we did say they did say Miss Winham. Tales from the Crypt was a show, and then I think they did a movie. Because then you also have Tales from the Hood. So let me see. I think Tales from the Crypt. I know that it was a show. Don't Mandela me, bitch. I mean Canoke. I think it became a movie later. It wasn't too funny with the little Crypt Keeper and shit. Tales from the Crypt was HBO. Look at the memory on Miss Winter. Ain't no way I would have remembered that because I could have sworn I watched that on regular TV. Kids probably be like, what is regular TV? All TVs are regular. Calm down. TVs with no cable, baby. Herman's Head. The inventive sitcom delves into the mind of Herman Brooks. I don't remember that. I don't know, man. There was some good stuff going on. Night Gallery. Okay, I need help. Okay, calm down. Calm down. I need y'all help since we got the movie and show buffs on here. Before we part ways here tonight, I need your help. Okay. A movie. There was one movie that came out where these kids, these college students, went and spent the night at a mausoleum. All types of stuff started happening. One thing that stood out the most, and what I remember from this movie, I can't remember the name of it. A toothbrush. One of the girls kind of okay, let me make sure I'm not mixing up with the Breakfast Club show movie. Breakfast Club. What was the name? This was a scary movie. They spent the night in the mausoleum and all types of stuff started happening. Folks started waking up and doing things, going bump in the night, and they were locked in the mausoleum. Anybody know what that is? Is it called One Dark Night? Let me see. One Dark Night. Let me see now. Before we part ways, because I've been meaning to ask y'all that. God damn it. Canope, did you live around the corner? How did she know that? That's it. Canope, where you come from? It's called One Dark Night. the hell she remember that? What kind of memories do y'all have? One dark night. This is it. Thank you, Kanook. Night court was good. Okay, well that makes sense. Okay, because I couldn't think of that. Because I remember watching it, and I couldn't think of the name to save my life. I probably never knew the name. Let's be honest. Because like Fright Night and stuff like that, I remember them names. Porky's. This this must have been one of them fly by night movies. One of them 2 o'clock movies. Because you know the 2 o'clock movie. Sometimes they show reruns. Sometimes you're so interested and you make plans to stay up late to watch it. I'm nocturnal. Well, was mostly nocturnal then. One dark night. Thank you. Get to watch it again. One dark night. Thank you. And the thing is, when you go back and watch those older movies, what happens is you gotta put because you know the makeup, the frightening makeup. You know you don't get that same experience as right. You don't get that same experience as you would have at the time, right? So you look past all of that, the poor acting or the fucked up editing and all types of shit. You know what I mean? Oh man, come up and bless my game. One dark night. Let me write it over here. So I think that's the only one. If I have any other issues, I know what library I need to tap into. Okay, because some stuff you can't Google. I would have started putting in here three, because she said it was 3 teenagers. I thought it was 3 college students. 3 college students spend a night at a mausoleum. Ain't no telling what the fuck would have came up. Okay. Um, what was I gonna say? They didn't always sit right with your spirit. I used to be scary. I'm with you on that, but some I think in this past year or so, it's even more so of let's look in here. But don't open the door if your ass ain't protected. Don't open the door if your ass really don't want to know. Because when we watch certain stuff, right, in this house, you understand that when you watch certain stuff, it you begin to have downloads, you begin to receive information, you begin to tap into different parts, fire off different parts of your brain that may be lying dormant that you really do need. You become activated in a sense, you see. And you must be prepared for that. That's why I am a strong believer in making sure that you are grounded, making sure you know who you are before you start doing certain stuff. That's why even with um, certain practices, you know what I'm saying? Get you a mentor for some of your practices. Don't just go in like, because then you're looking like you, when people don't want to be taught something, right? That they really, it's a certain way that you're supposed to be going through this. When a person don't really, they keep on thinking that they don't need to be taught nothing, they don't need no advice. You really trying to put the master before the student. You try to become the master before being a student. You're trying to rush your process. You are in a space, possibly because I don't know everybody, but this is what I've learned. People oftentimes don't want um to be, they haven't come to terms with the types of people that they've run into in their life that have taught them stuff, but then held that stuff against them or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? To be certain particulars that go into that. But I'm a firm believer in, being very much so prepared as you begin to unlock all these doors. Of course, you do not do things that you're not um, well versed in, or just things that, like Canuck said, they don't sit well with my spirit. That don't do that shit. Right? Whatever it is. It might be a man or a trick. It might be your father. Okay. Your mama probably having second thoughts. I don't know what kind of life you out there living. So just gotta be careful. Right? I forgot where I was going with it. It's fine. It's getting late. Trying to figure it out. I use my brain all the time. And sometimes I just give up on it. I just stop. I just let the information just, all right. Maybe it wasn't meant for me to finish that sentence or that metaphor or that information. But I'm just saying. Oh, that's what I was saying. Thank goodness. Thank you for catching that. Um, so one thing I've learned, right? The thing about people wanting to know so much and wanting to get into so much and all these things, right? A lot of people are new to this area or this realm of things. I suggest a mentor. I suggest mentorship in certain areas. You want to be mindful of these things because it's what I've learned. Come closer. Hold on. So this is what I've learned. People who are opening portals and doors, and oftentimes the doors are already open, but then they want to go further into the understanding how certain things work and operate in those types of things, right? They don't have an anchor, right? It's the equivalent of what we discussed about tying your leg to a bedpost or something like that, especially if you astral travel when you are asleep a lot. Sometimes you just need to move a little bit, and the reaction of from your movement and your foot being you can't turn completely over because your foot is tied to the bedpost. You wake up and come back to your reality because sometimes it's hard for some of y'all to wake up. So I say all that to say this because again, tangent. Okay, tangent. It's called a tangent. So sometimes, you know what I'm saying, uh, people want to become a master before they are the student. You see. Oh, I think that's kind of what they said in Prophet Sunday, something like that. He wanted to become the master instead of going through the process of being a student. Same shit, right? Different area. So it's very important. You know what I'm saying? That if you know that you need help or what have you, if you know that um, it's time for you to develop more, because also what happens is sometimes people give up on their gifts, give up on what it is that they need to do and how they need to do it or figure out the process. And it's usually because they a lot of people don't trust no motherfucking body. I don't like that. I don't know. I don't know. I'm finna go. I don't like that. Because y'all should be able to have trustworthy resources and resource for people. Trustworthy mentorship. Trustworthy some shit. You can't watch scary movies anymore. Okay, Miss Catherine. Okay, stay away from that shit. Stay away from that shit. Because you can't open a portal. That's what I'm saying. Okay, that's where I was coming from. Thank you, y'all. Miss Catherine and Canoe. Shit. That's where I was going with it. You got to figure out what I'm saying. That's where I was going with it because, like I said, when you watch certain things, no matter what it is that you watch, right? Because we're all tapped in, and certain parts of our brain, our energy, like Miss Catherine said, certain parts of some things are. It's like a portal. Anything that you watch, anything that you consume, any like just about anything that you do, your light body is affected. Can be affected. Your environment can be affected. Y'all must remember we have an invisible world around us, right? So that's to say that okay, these women know their limits, but what if somebody don't know their limits? What if somebody don't know how to handle certain interferences, right? What if somebody don't understand why um certain things are happening in their environment and they car, wherever they watched it at, they car, they house, at the movies. So they don't understand why certain things are happening to them, right? So they walked into a portal, and by walking into it, by invite, well, it's kind of like an allowance. You in agreement with what's happening, what's going on in that space, right? You turn on your okay, we're gonna say you Netflixing and chilling and shit, and you turn and welcome that into your environment. Not only your actual physical environment, but your energetic environment as well as your mental environment. And again, it goes back to proper protection. But that's neither here nor there. Because it ain't always that goddamn serious, but most times. Because you got to know what's going on, right? So I'm gonna look at y'all comments. That's true. What do you ingest on any level? As a child, it was scary, wasn't it? I don't know. I just wish that people would be careful. Because these ladies know that nah, that's not my jam. And I even have times when it's like, yeah, not right now. I know you just have to know if you are one of those people that can go anywhere in different spaces. I just have to know when. You know what I'm saying? You just got to know when. But we have people, and it goes back to just all this information, right? And people stepping into this realm of things with their gifts and understanding what's going on, this, that, and the other. And instead of going into a space where they are receptive to how they work, how they operate, they go too far. And so then they get all of these attachments, they get all of this mental fog, they join cults. It'd be a lot. Because have y'all heard of the twin flame cult? Didn't we talk about that one day? What doll they make you afterwards? What doll did they make? Fuck Annabelle. Now that bitch there, I don't fuck with that hoe. I don't fuck with that hoe. I don't fuck with that little kid from Gothica. I don't fuck with the fly from what's the name of that damn movie? I think the Wayans brothers made a parody. What was the name of that movie, y'all? They made a parody out of the movie with the fly. It's kind of like Gothic, I think, but I forgot. And Queen Latifah was in it. Remember Firestarter? Speaking of Carrie. Why are y'all up this late? I think we all saying that we finna go to bed. I like my buddy. And Teddy, what was his name? Teddy something. No. Not Scream. Damn. Remember I don't remember what the remake was called that the Wayans brothers did, but it was a certain movie where that in Scary Movie, the parody was that the fly came across the witch cloud and the lady got up and hit that motherfucker. I forgot the name of the movie though. Teddy Runskin. No, was it Rumskin or Teddy Ruspin? Rups Rux Teddy Ruxpin. I put rap music in my brother Teddy Ruxpin. Told that bitch up. He couldn't handle that NWA. Fuck the police. Okay, he couldn't handle it. Teddy Ruxpin. Ruxpin. Thank you. Y'all got it. I had to go find it, man. Because I kept seeing an S and a K in my head. The Grudge. That was it, Pisces of me. Where'd she come from? That's it. The Grudge. Fuck that backwards. That little creepy ass walk that they be doing. And it'd be like, zzz, zzz, zzz. Like, all right, bro. All right. Poltergeist was cool, man. Poltergeist, Poltergeist was cool, but the only thing is that man walking up to that door. Poltergeist was cool. Because it makes sense. The little girl sitting up there looking at the white noise in the TV, don't it? I don't remember it all the way through, but I knew it was certain parts that I really did like and found interesting about Polter. It's too. Why y'all talking about scary movies at night? Why ain't y'all talking about scary movies at night? Y'all know people gonna be hopping up out here because y'all talking about that. People gonna be wanting to talk about that. You scaring them. That movie called, and I'm staying in with it with y'all ass. Some of y'all can handle it though. That movie called Let Me In is some of the realest shit. Let Me In. Some of the realest shit. Let Me In. I think it came out about 3 or 4 years ago or something like that. I caught it on the what? The one to Netflix. Okay. That's some real shit going on right there. I think we discussed it in the master study. So it might have been more than 3 years ago. Because that's when I was really, really adamant about do not let the devil in. Oh, child. When I tell y'all, I don't think the YouTube people didn't go through what I took the master study through, child. I was like, these are the things that we are going to need to. Oh man, it was a whole rundown of things that needed to take place, the number of things that were happening with children under the age of 12, the number of ways and plays that we must stand out and be spiritual warriors. I was going up and through there, child, because that's when I was extremely, extremely, before I found my balance, extremely, extremely adamant about people not going to hell. I was so adamant. Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? It was a game plan. This is what we're going to do to make things better. This is what we're going to do to restructure. Do you understand? Poor daddy talk about I remember. Because y'all got to remember, man, it's not funny. Because I was so serious about it. And that's my nature. But I had to find balance because it was beginning to be extreme and too much. Okay. It was extreme. Okay. But it wasn't in the space of you, I'm pushing beliefs on you or anything like that. I'm giving you information because I'm telling you that the devil, I don't think I was saying the devil. Was just like demons and stuff like that. Like, where did all that come from? You know what I'm saying? It was wow. It was wow. Watch go. Oh, you say you don't watch scary movies because she said there ain't really no scary movies anymore. I don't know, Kano. I don't know. Yes, poor Ooh, that is, oh my goodness. That went down in House of Oshun history. Do you hear me? I had to find my balance, man. Because that's when I was being pushed into like martyr yourself, give up on everything that you believe and go into what they consider ordained, not ordained, but like regular priesthood or something like that, where it just pushes you into there's no way but this one way, and that is not what I know. You know what I'm saying? That shit was so wild. It's way past scary. I don't know. Because look, it's a lot of stuff that they have out now where some stuff, I don't know. I'm gonna go watch that movie. What is it? One Dark Night, and see if I can get a little shook up. Yeah, that happens a lot, Queen Diamond. It's snowing in Maryland again. Somebody else said, I think Mr. Webster said that it's snowing where he at. Yes, Porch Daddy. Yes. I don't know, Miss Winner. Send me a snowball. Okay, send me a little snowball one, two, or a cute little 1-2 picture. Cause I hope we don't get no snow. If y'all were on Instagram with me the other year, y'all know we was snowed in, lights going out, and all types of shit. I was just eating my beef noodles and drinking a Coke. Cause I'm not gonna be worried. I'm not gonna stress out. People buying out everything. Child, calm down. Everybody chill. All right. If you're gonna get extra toilet paper, make sure that you get some for your neighbor. Because everybody is not gonna be running out here spending up a whole lot of for a couple of weeks. No, it don't make sense. Uber was still delivering. Had us in a chokehold back in the day. Children of the Corn so goddamn well. I watched the new one, didn't like it. I think I discussed it here last year. I watched the new Children of the Corn, I didn't like it. Annabelle wasn't scary to you. I think the new one ain't no good though. It don't even make sense. Like Insidious was good and interesting, right? Insidious, I believe that's what it's called. Children of the Corn, other level. That new one, I don't know, man. Because I was watching it with my son, and I was like, bro, that don't even make sense. That ain't how this go. I was being too damn logical, man. Just watch the damn movie, figure it out. What they trying to do. Because I really try to put myself in a space where I'm in the moment and not trying to think about the end game of the movie and all that. You know what I'm saying? Because I already be having my brain work too much for me to have to keep on trying to push it and pressure it like that. I do that in other ways with your father. Pure Luck with Martin Short. I think I've seen it. You know who else that we haven't seen in a while that was extremely hilarious in the 80s? Steve Martin. Martin Short is funny. David Spade is funny. Steve Martin used to be the motherfucker. Roxanne. Y'all remember Roxanne with his fucked up nose? Watch out for Fanny. What's the name of the movie now? Pure Luck. I like a good laugh. What was that movie with Jack Nicholson and he was mean as hell to his neighbor. I think his neighbor was gay and he was mean as hell to his neighbor. What was the name of that movie? The hill has highs. That shit there. Have y'all looked at the soft white underbelly on YouTube and seen the don't say that. The family, there's a family that's kind of hills have eyes interesting on soft white underbelly. Have y'all seen that? The son bark like a wolf, a dog. It's interesting. I ain't gonna do that. Why would I do that? You're an Aquarius, you'll figure it out. Yeah, you'll figure it out. You already knew what the business was. Okay. U-turn, what is it called? Wrong Turn was good too. How we sitting on here talking for an hour and something about movies? Steve Martin was from the original Saturday Night Live. Saturday Night Live used to go down back in the day. Y'all gotta admit. Soul Train used to be the shit. Quit playing with me, Don Cornelius. Soul Train. Quit playing with me. Okay. Don't act like y'all didn't order them CDs late at night from what's his name? Casey Kasem. Quit playing. Ain't something going on with Casey Kasem right now. We need to investigate. She done said, do y'all remember The Shining? That motherfucker about lost his goddamn mind out there. Don't go to no haunted place. Them badass twins on them bikes, child. There was a lot going on in that hotel, wasn't it? And his wife stood up there looking like Olive Oil from Popeye. I always thought she looked like Olive Oil from Popeye. Solid Gold was the shit. Dance Fever, shut the front door. Are you serious? Cher. What was Cher in? As Good as It Gets. Thank you. That was the name of the movie. As Good as It Gets. Y'all helping my brain because I ain't gonna be Googling all that. I forget about it in 3 days if I don't write it down and be like, it wasn't meant for me to watch it. Hey, New Waters, you in here late. We've been in here for about a minute, chill. Remember Dr. Giggles? Did y'all ever watch Dr. Giggles or Dr. Moreau's Island? The Island of Dr. Moreau? American Bandstand was good. Oh man. Not now you done brought something up with American Bandstand. Don't remember. But it was something like a talent, like talent shows. There was a lot of those types of things out there too. Dr. Gills. The island, Dr. Monroe, you did. I don't know, y'all. We just done went in a time machine. And I know we missed a lot of stuff. And half of us gonna be like, God damn, tomorrow. Just come back to the comments in the video and drop the movie or the thing that you think about tomorrow. Yeah, he did. Poor his daddy. And I was like, they came out of nowhere because they, usually you get a progression, like they doing well or they under treatment. It was out of nowhere. Star Search, there it is. Yeah, Star Search. Are you smarter than a fifth grader was funny. Man, so much. Do y'all even know that the stuff that we have discussed here tonight, right? Some of them overlap, some of them was happening at the same time, but we just discussed different lives that we lived in this one lifetime. Yeah. From this age to that age, I ate them damn Mr. Candlelighter nachos watching certain shows. I ate Fruit Loops watching certain shows. It went from being able to go like different, you live different. We just broke down segments of our lives. It was cool. Not fame. I'm gonna live forever. I'm gonna learn how to fly high. Bitch, what? Let me put on some perfume, bitch. Bitch. Tell me Debbie Allen ain't the bitch. Okay. Felicia Rashad did her thing on Cosby Show, but tell me Debbie Allen ain't the motherfucker. Tonight we are rocking Gabrielle Chanel. I'm gonna learn how to fly high. What? Not Walker Texas Ranger. Okay, Leroy with them tights on. Could never figure out what was going on with it. Okay, and then we just stopped giving a fuck. We couldn't figure it out. You was in the clubs. Okay, so we was at home chilling. Porsche Dad was at the club. So then by the time Tonito got to watch his shows, we were at the club. See how that works? See what I mean? The Wheel of Fortune. It took, speaking of game shows, Jeopardy, I never could get into Jeopardy. I never could understand what was going on. I'm like, this is so boring, it's dumb. What the fuck do they mean? Give me this for this amount of money. Couldn't get it. Like, I never watched this shit. Then I did. I was like, I see. I have an interest in this show. And then I found out about the behind the scenes that they are giving all of the answers to all the questions possible. I didn't know that. I thought these motherfuckers just smart as hell. I think it's on Wheel of Fortune too. But they're giving all the answers to every question that's imaginable. You have like this huge, like you don't know what question they're gonna ask you out of that motherfucker. That's what I had found out because I'm like, let me see what's going on behind the scenes of Jeopardy. Because ain't no way motherfuckers this goddamn smart. They just asking some of the wildest, like who even knows this shit? Okay. Why the fuck I fell asleep on my date tonight? Just got up. I'm gonna be single forever. How you fall asleep on? Wait a minute. Walk us backwards. Don't come here with a story time because we be down. Because we got a few more minutes. My Mac, my laptop finna go dead. It's about to go into cardiac arrest. Let me see here. 10%. Now, if you're gonna tell us a story, I go get my charger. Because we've really been in here for quite some time. And when my people start leaving, I'd be like, yeah, all right. It's like we ending the party and like, all right. See you a couple days. I'm with the story. That's why you name my reality TV. Major vacations and a nice car. They gave away the best prizes years ago. They gave away vacations and nice cars on Jeopardy. You don't know you tried. What you tried? You tried dating and went and ended up getting bored. The motherfucker bored you right there. Probably. I don't know. Family Feud. Now, Family Feud, yes. Okay. Family Feud, yes. But they also um Hollywood Squirrels, yes. He was boring. Your date was boring. I don't know if it was a man or a woman. They were boring. Okay. Talk about job security. Wheel of Fortune has been around for a long time. That goddamn Vanna White, she finally retired, didn't she? Let me see what year she retired. Y'all had Vanna White fucked up when she said, "I'm securing my position and the bag." The bitch didn't get fired, I don't think. I don't think so. I done broke a nail sitting up here talking to y'all ass. Vanna White didn't gain no weight that whole motherfucking term. You hear me? Hold on. Co-host of the game show. Co-host of the game show Wheel of Fortune, a position she has held since 1982. Now, who do you have to fuck to get a job that goddamn long? Who promised you that you do this, you will never be replaced? What kind of deal did she make? Because I'm pretty sure they was at Studio 56, 36, 24, 38, making all kind of deals. And one thing about the motherfuckers at the Studio 56, 36, 28, they made deals and stuck to them. They had integrity. They were behind the motherfucker, drunk and shit. But the deals that they made, they stuck to them. Even if they wrote it on the napkin, they had the integrity to hold it down. POP. Now let me see her. Y'all mean to tell me she's still up there? That bitch still up there working and spending names. Um, she retired last year. Way better than a union job. Vanna White knows somebody's secrets or something. Or her baby dad. Let me see how she get that. Let me see how she get that job. Now that would be something interesting. But Vanna is a class A. She ain't finna let none of the secrets out. Okay. Maybe like Jackie O, she'll tell the secrets, release the book after she rolled up out this bitch. Okay. I would really like to know. That's some Studio 56. I forget the name of the studio where a lot of stuff went down back in the day. Do you hear me? Boogie Nights, some real live Tony Montana, Tony uh, Scarface, some real live solid gold dancing bitches. Okay, some real live stuff went on back then. Okay, she ready for the story time. I don't know if she's still there. I want to know how she got on there. Like, cause back then, them sugar daddies back in the day, they make promises and they keep them. Okay, you gonna inherit some shit. Okay, I'm gonna give you a percentage of the production of the Wheel of Fortune. I'm gonna give you executive producer or a grip boy, some shit. Something that's gonna pay you for the rest of your life too. How many ways you want to make money on this? Cause I love you and I want you to keep making me feel good. Studio 57, thank you. Cause I don't know the numbers. Studio 54. Okay, Studio 54. Let me see what now my reality TV said I've been single, started dating this guy in December. We had a date. He was on my top. I went to work off at 3. took a nap and just got up. He told me I wasn't gonna make it. I had some wine and just got up. You ain't like that motherfucker. You ain't like him no goddamn way, the fuck. Because if you like him, you wouldn't have went to sleep. You didn't like him. He wasn't highly anticipating. You wasn't highly anticipating being with him. You wasn't thinking about you wasn't trying. You wasn't making plans to see him soon. You weren't really into him like that. Has give me a snack on that, baby. You was not into him like that. Oh, I can't stand it. He old and act like he young. You ain't like him like that. Okay, that's a nice classy way of saying it. I'm gonna say he wasn't for me. He wasn't my type. You ain't like him. It was a city block long, Studio 54. He was 56, acting like he was 22. The worst. The worst. You was trying to be in a relationship with somebody that still act like they in their 20s. Oh, he was from Chicago? Look at Canoe. Thank you, Mr. Webster. He was so demanding. And we just started talking. How was he demanding? Your spirit guys probably put you to sleep, baby. You gonna have to go and lay down. Drink you a little wine. It's a card in here that look like a spirit guide talking to a person. Drink some wine. This ain't it. He ain't that. Demanding. And you just met him. Let me see if I can find that card. Chill out. That's good. Set boundaries. Canuck ain't got no sense. I'm asking for my research. Them Chicago, I don't know. Let me not get into that because y'all know I like watching them documentaries about Chicago. So I don't know how to people. That's a good question. Let me know how your research goes because I ain't never I don't think I've ever met anybody that said that they were like literally grew up and lived in Chicago. I don't think I've ever met nobody like that. Plus, I don't think that like there is there anybody that is a representation of that that's in movies and stuff like that or sports or something. That's interesting. Because when I think of Chicago, right? Oh, that's Detroit. Detroit, I think it's Detroit that can do some motherfucking hair. But when I think about Chicago, think about Chirac. Look at what Porch Daddy said in my reality TV. Wanted me there all the time. I drank the wine. He wants you at his house all the time. He want to be up under you all the time to know where you at and all that. I ain't never really seen people be like represent Chicago like that. But maybe because I don't know everything. I ain't seen everything. But I find it interesting because you know how what a East Coast dude or a dude from Jersey, New York, over that way or whatever. Like I don't even know what a Virginia man is like. I've met a lot of different people. It's just that Some people stand out more than others. Maybe I didn't save space in my memory. Didn't make no impression, child. That's what I heard too, Tanito. You had family there. You don't do they just stay in Chicago or some shit? A lot of them moved to Atlanta, didn't they? Okay, Miss Catherine, we'll talk to you on one of those days where we are just up and away. Thank you for stopping by and hanging with us because you didn't even have a lot to say. You just were listening. I got indie reads in the foyer for those of you that want an indie read because I do no read today on the tube. Oh, I don't know them. Like I said, Texas men are hot. Where they at? Bye, Miss Wanda. Have a good night. Where the Texas men at? Texas men. Child, please. I ain't got nothing against them because I do be taking up for them or whatever. Because, I don't fuck with them like that. Y'all know what they can do. They interesting people. They interesting specimen. The ones you met hot. They probably out there because I don't know all of them. They different though. I've been kind of cross country, born in New Orleans, raised in Miami, lived in Baltimore for a while, and now back to Florida. Chicago in here, born and raised. I've been listening mostly because I'm moving around. But anyhow, my city is not the dangerous, rough stereotype people make it out to be. I believe you. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. The only thing I know from about Chicago is what I've been interested in about Chicago. You know what I mean? So that's why, just like Bush Daddy think that it's some hot men in Texas. Yes, I liked it at first. I didn't know he just got out of a relationship. So I couldn't take him seriously. I want something more. We're not on the same page anyway. I pray I didn't miss the one. Why you keep saying that? I really want to know. Why you keep saying that you pray that you didn't miss the one? Ask Kanoka if you missed the one. Kanoka's a psychic. Like you want those Obama men. Crystal Fair. What? To my Florida, you can keep those bugs. I think Florida and some of the parts of Louisiana got some similarities. From what I've seen. What live did we do where we found out that Chicago is really buried? I think it's downtown Chicago. It's built on top of a graveyard. But a lot of places built on top of them, ain't it? I like to thank the Chicagoan for coming in here and talking to us for a second. Houston got some pretty cool people. You want a husband, start acting like a wife. That's what they say. They say if you want a husband, you need to start acting like a wife. Go. I don't know how long it took Esther to be prepared up to be a wife. Okay. And that cheesecake was good, child. I'm about to do it again. It's sad because I ate a whole cheesecake the other day. It was so good. Shifted my wig right there. Ate a whole cheesecake. In um, not all at one time. It was so good. Oh my God. Thank you. I'm pretty sure you are just as attractive. But let's talk about this cheesecake. So it's the assorted cheesecake. And I used to buy a really big one back in the day at Walmart. You know what I mean? I wouldn't eat the whole thing, but this is a much smaller one. You know, maybe you're having tea and crumpets with your friends, one of your good friends to talk about what y'all talking about, and you put this cheesecake out as, you know, something to snack on with a little star anise tea or something, chamomile. I really like chamomile tea with this cheesecake too. You been in New York City, Times Square? I heard it is packed. Now, you need to respond to Pink Lady. Pink Lady want to know if you're taking clients. I don't know, y'all, because when I be liking something, I be liking it, you know? Oh, I be smiling at my pictures that I got sitting up here. It's one of my good friends. Taught me a lot in the short time that I knew her. I just be smiling at them. Whatever. You be doing stuff. Whatever. You been eating ice cream. I had to stop that because if I get, and it's sad. It's really sad. It's really giving um lack of discipline. You know what I mean? If you get like a pint of ice cream, you do not have to eat that in one sitting. You know what I'm saying? It don't make no sense to do that. But I do it. It doesn't make sense to sit there and what's so cold about it? You let it freeze to its core and you warm it up just a little bit so it can get a little melty-ish. And you sit there and eat slurp the ice cream, the whole little pint. I'm only gonna put a little of this in here. Okay. Servings. No self-discipline, lack of self-discipline. I'm a work in progress. That's a mess sometimes. It don't make sense. Okay. It don't. I don't know why the hell my son. Now, this is a little too much for tonight, but I'm gonna let you know. Okay. After certain hours, can't eat what I would eat at other hours. So I was at my son's house, and his fiance put him a pot pie in there. He's sitting up there playing the game, and all this hair look all comfortable. It's all cozy. It's a Taurus. It's all cozy in there. I said, "What's that there you eating?" A pot pie. I was like, I didn't really used to like them. I was on my when the man went over there to go pick up Sealy. He wanted netted, but he got Sealy. I ain't seen that. Well, let me see her again. I said, a pot pie show smell good. And then he just sitting up there doing a little 1, 2 and all that right there. I was like, I ain't really ate, the Swansons. Remember the Swanson truck? Swan's truck. So I'm carrying on, doing a little 1, 2 to get me some bleach. The little Lysol, the blue shit that you put around the toilet in there, let it clean itself. I'm over there doing that at the 1, 2. And walk past some pot pies. Bitch. Chicken pot pie. I said, I'm going to try it. Yeah. I'm going to go and do it. Because it looked good the way that he just sitting up there eating it like that. And she brought it out, and it just seemed like it was something gourmet going on to me in my mind, in my child brain. Bring it on over there. And just really eating it like it's just something fabulous and fantastic. So I'm walking past her, getting the cleaning products. Chicken pot pie, you say? I'm gonna grab me 2 of these for the late night 1, 2 for $1.50 each. A little late night 1, 2. When in Rome, act a goddamn fool at the bathhouse. So then I was like, ain't no sense in eating this, right after I ate something major. Let's save this for them times when I can't have a whole lot going on. Okay. The older you get, you realize that, you need to make sure that you eat just enough that you'll be able to digest that. That shit need to be able to be digested. You don't want to lay down. You lay down wrong and shit start coming up out your throat. You don't like, goddamn, I ate the shit 4 hours ago. You lay down wrong and stuff start coming up. You ate the wrong shit. Turn the oven on 350. Put the pot pie in there or what have you. All right. I ain't know how long to cook the pot pie. Okay. Put the time on. This should be interesting. Blah, 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 blah. Stuck the fork in there to see what's going on. See if you know what's going on inside of there. Because you need to be almost ready. It's getting later and later as we continue on this journey of I'm about to sabotage you. I'm about to sabotage this pot pie. Best goddamn Popeye I ever ate in my goddamn life. I don't even remember the Popeyes if I ever ate when I was young because I think I had a problem with the corn. I'm talking about when I was young. Not the Popeyes from the Swans truck that I got later in life. The Popeyes when I was younger kind of traumatized me. What is all these vegetables in here with this meat? And then you ain't to make the chicken and dumplings with the real dumplings. See, you got to know how to make chicken and dumplings with real dumplings. Not no egg noodle ass shit that you're going up here getting. All right. So, anyways, I eat the pot pie. It hit just right. It was satisfied. I sprinkled a little garlic powder and a little black pepper in it. Stirred it up real good. Got the crust in there real good with everything going on. Bitch, I got the best goddamn sleep. Put my seraphim music on. Put my indigo water out there. Bitch, I got some of the best goddamn sleep. I think I went to Popeye Heavy. You hear me? Swans. I said Swanson, didn't I? Swanson pies and shit, cakes. Swans. The Swans truck used to come through like the Randy's truck. Man. Popeyes is better than KFC. I don't know who better now because Popeyes be tripped out with them Cornish hen ass wings they be. I ain't been up there in a while. The only thing that I'll probably go up there for at this time is the popcorn little shrimps or something like that for a little 1, 2 that I ain't supposed to do. Sometimes I step over the little boundaries. Oh man, I don't appreciate that. Where Popeyes getting that chicken from, man? Somebody is really they on some crackhead shit. Where is they getting that chicken from? Them wings little as hell. They ain't number flour and a piece of meat. KFC, I ain't fucking with them like that no more like I used to. I used to love KFC. I'm now. Don't send me up there, Kano. Don't do that. See, she be knowing. Don't do that. I supposed to be shouting out my favorite taco place, but because now Canuck done said something about something right there. I'm not looking at that. I just gained 5 pounds from reading that. I'm not doing that. She a bad influence because she likes to eat just as much as I do. It's homegrown organic chicken straight from the farm. Who, Popeyes? I know you not telling the truth. KFC sometimes be missing the 7 herbs and exactly. The original chicken used to be so good. I ain't had KFC in so long. We might have to do a review. We'll get some Popeyes and we'll get some KFC and we're gonna settle this dispute. I first need to find out when they deliveries come in and who is the best chef at the place. Goddamn Popeyes. Pot pies. That's sad. Mm-mm. Popeyes lying. Popeyes ain't what they used to be. A breast ain't even a breast. It'd be a piece of meat and a backbone or something. I don't know what that is. Because my favorite is a breast. 2 wings and a breast, please and thank you. You might as well just give me the whole damn chicken because it look like y'all got Cornish hen. Just give me the back. Or like Norbert said, give me the chicken butt. Okay? Because ain't nothing going on right there. The drumsticks. The drumsticks, you could tell that, okay, y'all, the chicken that y'all took this from must have been diabetic. Or the chicken that y'all took this from must have had, you know, some issues with their bones. I ain't never seen no shit like that. Okay? I don't know what's going on. The best you're going to do is a thigh. That's probably the best you're going to do with just enough meat for your red beans and rice that's watery now. Maybe it's the ones that I went to, because now keep in mind, I am that person that maybe it's the place, maybe it's the one I went to right here. That when I'm on this other side of town, I'm gonna try this one over here. It's full of shit. Okay. See? The last time I got some, I thought I bought the diabetic version. Canuck say KFC or soft ass fried chicken. It used to be good. It's something about them wings and the breasts. I like wings and breasts, man. Little arms, man. You know what I mean? Mm-mm. I had a dream about Frenchies a few weeks ago. And I told somebody, I'm like, look, man, bring me some Frenchies from over there where you at. I really wanted that. I really wanted that Frenchies. I'm looking for the real chicken. I need somebody to make a song about the chicken. I'm looking for the real chicken. The real chicken that's really finger licking. The boss chicken. Okay? I'm looking for the boss chicken. Okay? I'm looking for the real chicken. Okay? Seasoned right and tight. Got dope things up all night. I'm trying to figure it out. Yo. There was a wing shop in Baltimore, right across my old high school. They had the best spicy wings that students used to sneak out to school to go there during lunch break. Mail them to me. Grandis rolls. Now, I know y'all need to calm down. Grandis got some of the best motherfucking rolls. Before we knew what a